come off easy victories a week ago. Bryant going for its 49th consecutive win against an in-state opponent.
All right, let's move on over to Class 6A now, and the top two are the same. The changes begin after that. The top two are unbeaten Pulaski Academy at number 1 and Greenwood at number 2. That's followed by Little Rock Catholic, undefeated at 7-0 and moving up one spot to number 3. Lake Hamilton is down 1-4 after losing at Greenwood. Then you have Benton 5th, Little Rock Christian up 1 to number 6. Marion is also up 1 after beating 8th-ranked West Memphis last week. 9 is El Dorado, and then Russellville rounding out the top 10. In 6A, Hootens.com 82% on the year in Class 6A, including 8 of 9 selections last week. Here are your picks for this week. In the 6A East, the road team is favored in every game this week in this conference. Number 3, Little Rock Christian, traveling to Jacksonville is the pick. Number 5, Benton is a big favorite at Searcy, and 7th-ranked Marion gets the nod at Sheridan. Number 8, West Memphis is your favorite at Greene County Tech, and Hootens.com is going with 9th-ranked El Dorado at Sylvan Hills. 5 games, in all of them, the visitor is the pick. A little bit weird. You get just the opposite in the 6A West, as the home team is picked in every game there, including number 1 Pulaski Academy welcoming Greenbrier, number 2 Greenwood at home against Russellville, number 6 Little Rock Christian the favorite at home against Van Buren, and Mountain Home welcoming Siloam Springs is another home favorite. All right, Barry, what about 6A?
Well, David, that Siloam Springs Mountain Home game is interesting because one of those teams has to get their first win of the season. And another big one is El Dorado at Sylvan Hills. El Dorado, the defending state champion, manhandled Sheridan last week. Sylvan Hills started the season 0-5, but then beat Sheridan and Searcy to get into playoff contention.
And we return in a moment on the America's Car-Mart Football Report to look at Class 5A.
Can't wait for kickoff. Man, it's time for some football. I'm Chad Hooten for America's Car-Mart. If you headed to the game, just remember that America's Car-Mart is all in for Arkansas high school football. And when you shop at America's Car-Mart, they're all in for you. From purchase to payoff, Car-Mart will work with you and your individual situation. It's personal for Car-Mart. Just go see for yourself why Car-Mart is different from all the rest. Stay connected by following Car-Mart on social media or online at car-mart.com. America's Car-Mart, keeping you on the road and good neighbors in our community. Coming up next, more from the America's Car-Mart Football Studio. David Wallace and the Hootens crew with more rankings, analysis, and predictions next on the America's Car-Mart Football Report.
Not all college ends with a bachelor's degree. There are shorter-term programs that help students get to work in a profession they love. Best of all, Arkansas needs qualified workers in these high-demand fields: healthcare, industry manufacturing, and information technology. There are scholarships such as Arkansas Workforce Challenge and Our Future that will help pay for classes. Apply today at scholarships.adhe.edu.
Okay, I gotta pick up some beef for the cookout. Now what's good?
Let Tony make the call.
Tony Romo? What are you doing in a butcher shop?
Just something I picked up in the off-season. What's up?
I'm on my way to a barbecue. What should I bring?
Steaks, hamburgers, brisket.
Are those my choices?
That's your order. Beef is the best way to make your cookouts extraordinary this summer.
Thanks, Tony.
Another satisfied customer. All right, who's next? Beef. It's what's for dinner. Funded by beef farmers and ranchers.
You're listening to a public service announcement from the Arkansas Attorney General. Every day, we are flooded with robocalls from criminals who change their caller ID to look like local numbers, claiming to be a grandchild in jail, the IRS, or maybe it's just Rachel from Card Services. Don't let someone you know fall prey to these scams. Together, let's stop these illegal calls. Let your Attorney General do the fighting for you. Call 800-482-8982 or visit arkansasag.gov.
We're back in the America's Car-Mart Football Report studios, and we move on to Class 5A now, where the top 5 in the Hootens.com rankings are the same from a week ago, and they are Little Rock Parkview at number 1, Joe T. Robinson number 2, Shiloh Christian is 3, Camden Fairview is 4, and Mills unbeaten 7-0 at number 5. Then some changes as Farmington moves up 2 spots to number 6. Hot Springs all the way up from 13th to 7th after beating Magnolia. Prairie Grove jumps 2 spots to number 8. Then you have Nettleton at 9 and Valley View up 1 and back into the top 10. Hootens.com record in Class 5A also 82% on the year, including 14 of 16 last week. In the 5A Central this week, we've got number 2 Joe T. Robinson, at number 5 Mills. Hootens.com going with Robinson, the visiting team there. Maumelle is home and favored over Watson Chapel. Hootens.com picks Pine Bluff at home over Marlton, and Whitehall over visiting Vilonia in what could be a really close game. To the 5A East, the picks are number 9 Nettleton welcoming Forest City, number 10 Valley View at home favored over Southside. Batesville playing host to Brooklyn. Now Batesville has beaten Brooklyn the past 2 seasons by a combined 55-14. Hootens.com thinks the Pioneers will get it done again and win as a favorite at Paragould. Okay, Barry, let's get some analysis on those 2 conferences.
With Joe T. Robinson at Mills is a big one. Robinson knocked Mills out of the Class 4A playoffs each of the past 2 seasons. This year they meet in the regular season in Class 5A, and it's for a conference championship. Mills looking for the first 8-0 start in school history.
Thanks, Bear. Let's go to the 5A South now. Number 1 Little Rock Parkview travels to South Arkansas to face Magnolia. Hootens.com thinks the Patriots will stay at number 1. Number 4 Camden Fairview in a rivalry game welcomes the Hope Bobcats. Hootens.com picking the Cardinals of Fairview. 7th ranked Hot Springs is a favorite over Texarkana. That game at the Trojans home field, and Hot Springs Lakeside is a home favorite over DeQueen. Now to the 5A West, number 3 Shiloh Christian playing host to number 6 Farmington. Close game alert here, but Hootens.com likes the Saints of Shiloh Christian. 8th ranked Prairie Grove is a favorite at Alma. Hootens.com is going with Harrison at home over Dardanelle and Pea Ridge at home over Clarksville. Barry?
With Farmington at Shiloh Christian will decide the 5A West Championship. Farmington has 1 conference loss. Shiloh Christian's won 26 straight conference games dating back to 2017.
All right, and we're back on the America's Car-Mart Football Report after this.
Okay, David, sounds like some great games this week. I'm Chad Hooten with Hooten's Arkansas Football for America's Car-Mart. And just like all the hard-working high school football players, the folks at Car-Mart work hard to keep you on the road. Car-Mart knows that buying a vehicle is a big decision. That's why they take selling you a vehicle very seriously. When you shop at Car-Mart, they're there for you. Car-Mart cares about you and your vehicle ownership. And you know what? You can save time at the dealership by starting your car buying journey online at car-mart.com. America's Car-Mart, keeping you on the road. That's their pledge to you. And coming up next, more from the America's Car-Mart Football Report studio. David and the Hootens gang with analysis of more matchups and those crystal ball predictions. Next on the America's Car-Mart Football Report.
Going to college may not look the same as it has before, but you have the power to move forward. There are over 1,000 hands-on or online programs in Arkansas designed to put you to work, and they qualify for state scholarships and grants. Healthcare, education, computer technology, industry technology, and more. Take your next step forward. Visit explorearcareers.com with instructions about how to apply.
Hey everyone, it's Tony Romo, and I'm here to remind you that it's grilling season. And how do you make those summer cookouts extraordinary? With beef. Whether you're slow roasting ribs or throwing a couple of hamburgers on the grill, some top sirloin kebabs, or, wait, what was I saying again? Oh yeah, set your grilling season on fire this year with beef. Beef, it's what's for dinner. For more ideas, visit beefitswhatsfordinner.com. Funded by beef farmers and ranchers.
Don't miss the return of Nighthawk Athletics this fall at National Park College in Hot Springs. With baseball, softball, cross country, men and women's basketball, and newly added men and women's soccer, Nighthawk Nation has something for every sports fan in the Spa City. Cheer on the Nighthawks this season as NPC competes for an NJCAA Region 2 championship and continues to make sports history here in Hot Springs. For more information, visit np.edu/athletics. Get 'em Hawks!
You're listening to a public service announcement from the Arkansas Attorney General. Parents, would you let your child get in a car with someone you don't know or spend the night with a stranger? If you don't know who your children are texting and gaming with on their phones, you could be allowing dangerous people into your home and their bedrooms. Be informed, and together let's protect our kids. Let your Attorney General do the fighting for you. Call 800-482-8982 or visit arkansasag.gov.
David Wallace back with you on the America's Car-Mart Football Report. America's Car-Mart keeping you on the road. And we're keeping you up to date with all the picks in high school football. Let's move to Class 4A and look at the Hootens.com rankings, the top 10. And 7 of the top 10, the top 7, remain the same from a week ago. Number 1, Arkadelphia, and number 2, Harding Academy, are both unbeaten at 6-0. At number 3, you have Warren, followed by Star City. Both of those teams have dropped one game. So have the Malvern Leopards, number 5 this week. Leopards, though, haven't lost to an in-state team this year. Stuttgart is 6, followed by Pocahontas at 7. Harmony Grove Haskell is unbeaten and 1 win away from its first ever conference title. Haskell is 8 this week. The McGee Owls are 9th, followed by Ozark at number 10. 87% for Hootens.com in Class 4A on the season. Let's run down the picks for this week. In the 1-4A, you've got a close game here. Number 10, Ozark, is the pick, but just a skinny pick at Elkins. This one could decide the conference championship. Gentry is a favorite at home over Lincoln. Hootens.com likes Grab It Big at home over Green Forest. And Huntsville is favored over Berryville, that game in Huntsville. In the 2-4A, number 2, Harding Academy is home, welcoming Riverview, and the Wildcats are favored in a big way. Number 6, Stuttgart is favored at Heber Springs, and Hootens.com likes Lone Oak at Bald Knob. In the 3-4A now, number 7, Pocahontas welcomes Jonesboro Westside, and Hootens.com is going with the Redskins at home. Blytheville is a home favorite over Truman. Gosnell welcomes Rivercrest. This one could be very close. Hootens.com likes Gosnell, and Highland is a favorite at home over Harrisburg. All right, Barry, those are the first 3 conferences in 4A. Which games stand out to you?
David, Rivercrest is at Gosnell, and this is big for playoff seedings out of the 3-4A. Rivercrest has won 3 straight conference games since losing to Pocahontas in week 4, and the next week Gosnell played a tight one with Pocahontas. Should be a good game.
All right, let's move on then in 4-4A. None of these teams are ranked in the top 10. Oxide is a favorite at Mayflower. Hootens.com likes Clinton at Pottsville. CAC is home to Dover, and the Mustangs are picked. And Lamar is a big favorite at Little Rock Hall. In the 7-4A, now number 1, Arkadelphia, the favorite at Ashdown. Hootens.com likes Nashville at Waldron in a blowout.
Check.
And Mena is favorite at Lafayette County. In the 8-4A, here are the picks. Number 3, Warren over Monticello. That game at the Billy's home field. Number 4, Star City, a favorite at Hamburg. McGee travels to Dumas, should win big. And Crossit is a favorite at Helena. That's another conference where all the road teams are picked. Barry, what do you got on those conferences?
Warren at Monticello is a big game. The winner of this rivalry gets a 146-pound trophy. It's called the Saline River Shootout. Coach Bo Embry is 19-2-1 all-time against Monticello.
We're heading to the 4th quarter and Class 3A on the America's Car-Mart Football Report.
All right, David, getting a little closer to kickoff. I'm Chad Hooten for America's Car-Mart, keeping you on the road. It's America's Car-Mart, and they will do all they can to keep you on the road. America's Car-Mart makes it easy to buy. They offer affordable, quality vehicles, low down payments, plus optional service contracts to offer a little peace of mind. And if you're credit challenged, America's Car-Mart is the place for you. Affordable used vehicles with low down payments, flexible payment plans. It's America's Car-Mart, keeping you on the road. And coming up next, it's more of the America's Car-Mart Football Report.
Exciting news for Arkansas students. Our team at the Arkansas Division of Higher Education has been hard at work to improve your scholarship application experience. So starting after October 1st, you will no longer log on to the universal application to apply for and manage your scholarship applications. Instead, you will be going to SAMS, our scholarship application management system. Don't worry though, our team of financial aid experts will be there to help you navigate our revamped application process. So go ahead and start researching your financial aid options now at sams.adhe.edu.
Don't miss the return of Nighthawk Athletics this fall at National Park College in Hot Springs. With baseball, softball, cross country, men and women's basketball, and newly added men and women's soccer, Nighthawk Nation has something for every sports fan in the Spa City. Cheer on the Nighthawks this season as NPC competes for an NJCAA Region 2 championship and continues to make sports history here in Hot Springs. For more information, visit np.edu/athletics. Get 'em Hawks!
You're listening to a public service announcement from the Arkansas Attorney General. Parents, would you let your child get in a car with someone you don't know or spend the night with a stranger? If you don't know who your children are texting and gaming with on their phones, you could be allowing dangerous people into your home and their bedrooms. Be informed, and together let's protect our kids. Let your Attorney General do the fighting for you. Call 800-482-8982 or visit arkansasag.gov.
All right, we're moving on to Class 3A now and looking at the rankings. The top 5 stay the same as a week ago. Number 1 is unbeaten Prescott, followed by Boonville at number 2. Then Risen, another unbeaten team after a thrilling last-second win at Fordyce. Charleston is 4th, then Melbourne at number 5. Oxy is up 1 spot to number 6. Centerpoint up 2 to number 7. Centerpoint also unbeaten. Newport jumps 2 spots to number 8. Glen Rose is up 2 and back into the top 10 at number 9. Lavaca tumbles 4 spots after losing in the final seconds at Greenland. Let's run through the picks and start in the northwest part of the state with the 1-3-8 conference. Number 4 Charleston at number 2
Here we are.
Boonville. This is a big one.
One more time.
Hootens.com likes Boonville at home. Greenland at home is a favorite over Cedarville. Hootens.com is going with number 10 Lavaca at Mansfield, and West Fork at home over Hackett. In the 2-3-A now, number 5 Melbourne, an unbeaten team at 7-0, welcomes number 8 Newport. This will decide the conference championship. Hootens.com likes the Bearcats to stay unbeaten. Yellville Summit is the favorite at home over Atkins, and Quitman is a road pick at Perryville. In the 3-3A, Hootens.com is going with Corning at home over Palestine Wheatley. Osceola welcoming Walnut Ridge, and the Seminoles are the pick in a close game there. And Hoxie gets an odd at home over Manila. Let's turn to Barry. What do you think about those picks?
Charleston and Boonville, just 16 miles separate these two teams. It'll decide the 1-3-8 championship. For Boonville,
Senior
you've got
night.
Dax Goff and Trace Hall. Those two guys have combined for over 1,700 yards rushing this fall. Charleston will need a big defensive effort from Riley Carroll and Hunter Little to slow down Boonville's running attack.
All right, let's finish out 3A now. In the 4-3A, could be a blowout here as number 9 Glen Rose is a big favorite at 2 Rivers. Centerpoint at home, a favorite over Paris. Hootens.com gives Magnet Cove the edge at home over Jesseville. In the 5-3A, Gurdon is the favorite at home over
he's pretty good. He's so injury prone though.
Hootens.com
He's injury prone.
Curly Wolves. And Junction City welcomes Hampton out of Class 2A.
Yeah, I think so. I agree.
I agree. For Junction this year, Hampton is the pick
I agree.
in that game. In the 6-3A, third-ranked Risen, a favorite over Lake Village. Barton, the pick at Dollaway, and Camden Harmony Grove is a favorite over Fordyce. We'll close out 11-man football by running down the rankings and the picks in Class 2A. Hazen is the top team on Hootens.com in 2A and has been our number 1 team all year. Mount Ida moves up 1 spot to number 2, then Bigelow following in line up 1 to number 3, and Carlisle also moving up 1 to number 4. The Bison are unbeaten and have a showdown with Hazen looming in 2 weeks. Derricks moves up 1 spot to number 5. EPC drops 4 to number 6 after losing to Earl. Then you have Mark Tree at 7, Clarendon at 8, Conway Christian at number 9, and Poen rounding out the top 10. Let's look at the picks for Class 2A. In the 1-2A, number 3, Bigelow, welcoming Johnson County Westside. Bigelow a big favorite in that one. Number 10, Conway Christian is the pick at Mountainburg. Hootens.com going with Hector at Magazine. In the 2-2A, favorites are Des Arc at home over Cross County. East Poinsett County welcoming Mariana, and Earl, the favorite, traveling to McCrory. In the 3AA, number 10, Poen, welcoming 5th-ranked Derricks, and it should be a close one. The Poen Indians get the nod. Number 2, Mount Ida, a favorite at home over Mineral Springs, and also in the 3AA, Murfreesboro, a home pick over the Foreman Gators. Now to the 4-2A. You've got Baptist Prep welcoming number 4 Carlisle. Hootens.com going with the number 4 Bison. Big favorites in that one. Hazen at home is the pick over Episcopal, and Hootens.com favors England at home over Bearden. Barry, I'm sure a few of those games stand out to you.
Clarendon at Mark Tree is going to go a long way to deciding playoff seedings out of the 2-2A. Mark Tree last week handled McCrory, while Clarendon rides a 3-game win streak. This should be a good one.
Thanks, Barry. We'll close it out by running down 8-man football, the top 5 and the AA sanctioned classification of 8-man. Look the same as a week ago. Number 1, Mountain Pine. 2 is Spring Hill, then 3, Woodlawn, 4, Brinkley, and 5, Izard County Consolidated. The top 5 among the club teams are also the same as a week ago. Mountain View is number 1 after beating 2nd-ranked Fountain Lake by 3 points. However, the Cobras remain at number 2. Genoa Central is 3, followed by Subiaco Academy and Cedar Ridge. Last week, we got all the 8-man correct, 100%. This week's picks go like this. Rector welcoming Midland. Rector playing its 3rd game in 7 days. After defeating Brinkley 38-34 Monday night. And Hootens.com likes Rector in
more evenly.
The Friday night game.
More
number
evenly.
1 Mountain Pine is a favorite at number 3 Woodlawn. Rosebud traveling to Marshall. Hootens.com likes Marshall in that one. Number 5 Izard County Consolidated, a favorite at Augusta. Number 2 Spring Hill, the pick at Strong. Parker's Chapel goes out of state to visit Hillcrest of Mississippi, and Hootens.com likes Hillcrest to defend its home turf there. Fountain Lake is a favorite at Cutter Morning Star. Subiaco Academy, the pick at home over Genoa Central. And Hootens.com gives the nod to Mountain View over Cedar Ridge.
No, I'm not going to be able to do that in 7
ready for some football. I'm Chad Hooten of Hooten's Arkansas Football for America's Car Mart. Did you know, just like this America's Car Mart football report is on more than 20 stations around the state, Car Mart serves over 20 communities in Arkansas. They're a different kind of car dealership. Their commitment to service and excellence is second to none. And when you buy from Car Mart, they do everything they can to get you into a quality used vehicle and keep you on the road until payoff.
Right through it.
They offer shorter contracts, lower interest rates, and low down payments, a flexible payment plan. Car Mart will work for you. Check out some of their vehicles online or start your buying experience at car-mart.com. It's America's Car Mart. And coming up next, more of the America's Car Mart football report.
That's for sure.
Friday night football sometimes means Friday night injury. For the 4th season in a row, the Arkansas children's team is available to get your athletes the immediate treatment they need. From pulled hamstrings to torn ACLs, sports medicine specialists and orthopedic surgeons are available from 10 to midnight at the Arkansas Children's Hospital Friday Night Sports Injury Clinic. All through the regular season, Arkansas Children's Hospital Friday Night Sports Injury Clinic. No appointment necessary.
Hey students, the road of life has many different paths for you to travel on the way to your future. No matter what career you want in life, Arkansas colleges and universities have programs designed to fit your needs. Not only that, but the Arkansas Division of Higher Education also has several financial aid options available to help advance your education with various certificate options, as well as short and long-term college degrees. Visit our website at sams.adhe.edu to learn more about how our funds can help you start your career strong in the high-demand job of your dreams.
Well, time to hit the showers. That'll do it for another America's Car Mart football report. Remember, you can check Hootens.com throughout game night for a constantly updated scoreboard powered by First Security. Then come back throughout the week for features such as the Arkansas Air Guard's Top Gun Award. This week going to Greenwood QB Hunter Houston. Also, we'll have a feature on the First Community Bank Scholar Athlete of the Week, and that honor goes to Wynn offensive lineman Buck McBride, a two-time all-conference performer for the Yellow Jackets. For Barry and for executive producer Thomas Thrash and producer and audio engineer Spencer Templeton, I'm David Wallace. We'll see you on the next America's Car-Mart Football Report.
Ship anything, anywhere at your #1 shipping source, Pack Mail in Jonesboro. Bring anything to Pack Mail, and they'll pack it, ship it, crate it, freight it, no matter how big, fragile, or awkwardly shaped. Since 1998, Pack Mail has been your #1 shipping source, the only authorized shipper of all the major carriers. UPS, FedEx, DHL, the Postal Service, and Freight Services all in one store. At Pack Mail, you have choices. Here's Pack Mail Tim to tell us more.
Trey, we are the experts at finding solutions for even the most demanding shipping situations, and our experienced staff can help you choose the best option. So if you need to go to the post office, then FedEx, or all the way out to UPS terminal, and then get that international shipment at DHL, you can do it all in one fast, convenient, and friendly place. Pack Mail.
See, I told you, Pack Mail ships anything, anywhere, through any shipper. Pack Mail, voted the #1 printing, packaging, shipping store in Jonesboro. Don't trust your shipping needs to just anybody. Trust Pack Mail, 361 Southwest Drive in Jonesboro. Ship anything, anywhere, today at Pack Mails.
Ready! It's Friday night and the lights are on. It's the Friday Night Lights Scoreboard Show, presented by Kavanaugh Auto Group on the Ticket Radio Network. Here's your host, Will Oswald.
The Jonesboro Hurricane softball team is once again selling smoked turkeys in time for Thanksgiving. JHS alum Barry Forrester and members of the Hurricane softball team. Turkeys will cost $35 and will be ready for pickup on Tuesday, November the 22nd, right here at Cooksey John Field at the concession stand. For more information or to order a turkey, contact head softball coach Josh Fleming at josh.fleming@jonesboroschools.net or by calling 870-815-0689. Once again, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Cooksey John Field on the campus of the Academies at Jonesboro High School. For tonight's game, we'd like to take a few moments and honor tonight's graduating seniors for our fall sports in 2022. We'll start with our football seniors. Martarius Alexander is being escorted tonight by Shayna Washington. His plans are to attend A-State and earn a degree in business. Braxton Banks is being escorted tonight by his mom, Tara Banks. He plans to attend college and study in engineering. Grant Bartels is being escorted tonight by Troy and Bridget Bartels. He has been participating in football for 6 years. He plans to attend the University of Arkansas. John David Carter is escorted tonight by Davey and Kara Carter. He's been playing football for 6 years. He plans to attend the University of Arkansas and pursue a business career. Darius Dinwiddie being escorted tonight by Takesha, Anaya, and Leonard Dinwiddie. He's played football for 5 years. Plans to attend the University of Arkansas. Dawson Foster is being escorted tonight by Lucretia Rivers. He's played football for 6 years and plans to attend the University of Arkansas. Bryson Garner is being escorted tonight by Adrian Garner and Stan Eckwood. He's been playing football for 1 year, and he plans to attend college after high school. Fred Giles is being escorted tonight by Taisha Cochran and Frederick Giles Sr. Fred has played football for 6 years. He plans to attend college on a football scholarship. Jerry Gonzalez is being escorted tonight by Alma and Kurt Smithwick. Been playing football for 6 years. He plans to go into the Marines and then attend Norwich University for a degree in engineering. Kathon Green being escorted tonight by his mother, Rashawn Walls, Aunt Janice Henry, and his brother, Trayvon Green. He's played football for 6 years. He plans to attend Mississippi State University, University of Arkansas, or the University of Ozarks for a degree in engineering. Harrison Herget is being escorted tonight by Ted and Amanda Herget. He's played football for 6 years. He plans to attend Arkansas State and get an accounting degree. Brock McCoy. Brock is being escorted tonight by Brock and Janella McCoy. Played football for 6 years. Plans to attend college on a football scholarship and earn a degree in business with a concentration on medical device sales. Tony McKay, being escorted tonight by Edward McKay Sr. and Rashina McKay. He's played football for 6 years and plans to attend college on a football scholarship and major in physical education. Maddox Morrison, being escorted tonight by Michael and Kimberly Morrison. He's played football for 6 years. Plans to attend Crowder College to play baseball and major in agribusiness. Travis Neal, being escorted tonight by Maureen Lashley and Travis Neal Sr. Played football for 6 years. He plans to attend a trade school and getting his CDL license. Avrion Sanders, being escorted tonight by Betty Sanders. He's been playing football for 5 years. So far he has not made a decision at this time on his plans after high school. Will Thayer, being escorted tonight by Chris and Cindy Thayer. He's played football for 6 years. Plans to attend the University of Arkansas. Philip Tillman II, being escorted tonight by Takia Woods and Genevia Tillman. He's played football for 6 years and is undecided on his future plans. Brandon Ward, being escorted tonight by Lachey Blake and Doris Valentine. He's played football for 6 years. He plans to attend college and earn a degree in business management. Markevian Williams, being escorted tonight by Michaela Davis. He's played football for 6 years. He plans to graduate early in December and leave for Army basic training in February. Scott Williams, being escorted by his brother DeAndre Brinkley and niece Bentley Ryan. Played football for 6 years and is undecided on his future plans. Will Wright, being escorted by his father Mitch Wright and mother Diana Wright, has played football for 6 years. Will has also been a 4-year member of the JHS golf team. And after high school, he plans to attend Arkansas State University. Now for our cross-country runners. Noah Bryant is a senior cross-country runner, escorted tonight by his parents Lance and Sarah Bryant. Noah has participated in cross-country for 7 years, and his plans after high school is to attend college and study music education to become a college tuba professor or a high school band director. Kalea Dixon is a senior cross-country runner escorted by her mom, Kim Allen. Kalea has been a participant in cross-country for 1 year. Plans after high school are to run track in college while pursuing studies in physiology. Now for our golf seniors. Maya Fulkerson is a senior golfer escorted by her parents, Brian and Amy Fulkerson. Maya has been a participant for 4 years. Her plans after high school are to attend the University of Arkansas. Braden McKinney is a senior golfer escorted by his parents, Wayne and Andrea McKinney. Braden has been a participant in golf for 4 years. He plans to attend high school. His plans after high school are to attend the University of Arkansas. Mac Odom is a senior golfer escorted by his mom, Erin Odom. Mac has been a participant in golf for 2 years. His plans after high school are to attend the University of Arkansas. Thomas Stank is a senior golfer escorted by his parents, Dr. Tom and Stephanie Stank. Thomas has been a participant in golf for 2 years. His plans after high school are to attend the University of Arkansas and major in exercise science. Now we'll move to our tennis players. Georgia Gwynn is a senior tennis player escorted by her parents, Spencer and Maggie Gwynn. She has been participating in tennis for 4 years. Her plans for after high school are to attend college out of state next fall. Hannah Henson is a senior tennis player escorted by her parents, Shannon and Tricia Henderson. She's been participating in tennis for 3 years. Her plan for high school is to attend college to major in biology. Anna Parker is a senior tennis player escorted by her parents, Dawn and Lynn Parker. She has been participating in tennis for 4 years. Her plans after high school are to attend the University of Arkansas and major in business. Mia Rouse is a senior tennis player escorted by her parents, Todd and Elizabeth Rouse. She's been participating in tennis for 4 years, and her plans after high school are to attend college. Channing Wilhite is a senior tennis player, escorted tonight by her parents, Scott and Amy Wilhite. She has been participating in tennis for 1 year. Her plan after high school are to attend college and major in business. Carly Wilson is a senior tennis player, escorted by her parents, Rob and Shelley Wilson. She has been participating in tennis for 1 year. Her plan for after high school is to attend the University of Arkansas and study business finance. Our boys tennis, the 2002 6A state champions. Mills Arnold is a tennis player, escorted tonight by his parents Greg and Bridget Arnold. He's been participating in tennis for 4 years. His plans for after high school are to explore playing college tennis and work at the College of Work Ethic Development. Isaac Harrell is a senior tennis player, escorted by his parents, Chris and Polly Harrell. He has been participating in tennis for 4 years. His plan for after high school is to play basketball at Elon University. Harper Holt is a senior tennis player, escorted tonight by his parents, Todd and Terry Holt. He's been participating in tennis for 4 years. His plans for after high school are to attend college. Seniors, on behalf of the staff, faculty, administration, and the fans of Jonesboro High School, we thank you for your time, dedication, and hard work towards Hurricane Athletics.
It was funny, the nurses were in there and they probably thought I was some deadbeat dad that was watching a football game while, the wife was
didn't know the whole scope of the matter.
Yeah, they didn't know the whole story. So, as long as my wife was okay with it, which she was, we were good. But it was different, and I hope to
never do that again.
Yeah.
Coach, a couple of games in a row that the team just let it get away from them.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you just really every game except Cabot, has been a 4-quarter football game where,
the Jonesboro School District has to offer. Please join us as we honor them. Evan Bowen is escorted by Justin and April Raymer, Jason Hale, and Darren and Jamie Bowen. Anasia Allgood is escorted by Anaya Allgood. Jake Arroyo is escorted by Max and Carrie Arroyo. Oscar Beltran is escorted by Oscar and Michaela Beltran. Marlencia Bland is escorted by Jennifer Aldridge and Mark Bland. Destiny Brider is escorted by Harvey Brider. Centarius Brooks is escorted by Simone Brooks. Jakiah Brown is escorted by Katrina and DeAndre Claybrooks. Noah Bryant is escorted by Lance and Sarah Bryant. Dillinger Carr is escorted by Todd and Misty Carr. Lynette Sid is escorted by Gilberto and Maria Sid. Alex Cordero is escorted by Guadalupe and Miriam Cordero. Connor Dow is escorted by Chris and Julie Dow. Lexi Fielder is escorted by Jeff and Marcy Fielder. DJ Fitzgerald is escorted by Tina Marie Fitzgerald. Caitlin Foley is escorted by Heath and Aaron Williams. Lupita Guerrero is escorted by Myra Gunawan and Felipe Guerrero. Sydney Hinton is escorted by Allison MacArthur. Ren Jones is escorted by Reverend Annie Jones and Reverend Kevin Gore. Kamia Means is escorted by Kimberly Stevenson. Brooklyn Moore is escorted by Nathan and Precious Hale. Natalie Renshaw is escorted by Wally and Tiffany Renshaw. Kira Rich is escorted by Marley and Ron Rich. Gustavo Rodriguez Garcia is escorted by Diana Garcia and Juan Rodriguez. Alasia Rounds is escorted by Carlitha Rounds, Walter and Arika Halliburton, and Adrian Sturkey. Isaac Salazar is escorted by Nancy Mendoza, Jasmine Mendoza, and Cassandra Salazar. Shania Simmons is escorted by Kenishal Dean and Frederick Simmons Jr. Taylor Spriggs is escorted by Renata Reed. Molly Stahl is escorted by Brian and Jamie Stahl. Meredith Stanley is escorted by Brian and Amy Stanley. Peyton Stapleton is escorted by Brian, Jody, and Harper Stapleton. Corey Todd is escorted by Shauna Todd and James C. Young III. Jesus Tovar is escorted by Rodolfo and Elizabeth Tovar. Jasmine Turner is escorted by April Becker, Chad Turner, and Zach Daniels. Allison Williams is escorted by James and Brandy Williams. And Ethan Bowen is escorted by Justin and April Raymer and Jason Hale. Let's have another round of applause for all of the 2022-2023 Jonesboro Band seniors.
Again, down the road, you're prepared for it.
Coach, any change to your keys tonight?
No, I mean, offensively, we need to execute and finish each play, execute and finish. And then defensively, we need to stay disciplined and play with effort. And a lot of the discipline wouldn't, people would think that it's, discipline and making tackles and all. And, yeah, that's good, but you got to have eye discipline. Your eyes are what's going to get you to give up the big play. When you get eyes on the wrong person, you tend to let the guy that you're responsible for get away with something that they shouldn't. So we've got to have good eye discipline. And then, at some point, we need a big play. And I don't care where it comes from, offense, defense, special teams. We need a big play to break for us early, to get us in a situation to see what happens if we can play with a lead. Which we haven't had a real chance to do this year. So, those are the keys, and hopefully we can take care of that.
Seniors, last home game ever they'll play here at Jonesboro High School. What does this group mean to you?
Well, you love them just because they're the group that, as ninth graders, they went through the COVID, and then they, it took them a while to kind of get settled into what high school football was going to be like. And you've got people like, if you just think about our captains, Brock McCoy, Will Thayer, Fred Giles, and Tony McKay that have meant so much to us and been, real important players for us from sophomore year on. And then, you're really proud of people like Travis Neal and Kathan Green. Those are two guys that have been behind really good players and kind of, toiled without, any issues, and they just worked and they just waited for their opportunity, and now they've got it, and they're playing really, really well. And then you've got people like John David Carter, who's just a consummate program guy, cares about it, wants to do everything he can to help the team do well. And that's like, people like Maddox Morrison, Avrion Sanders, those guys who have stayed committed. And again, like Maddox has been behind the likes of Kevon Pointer and Jesse Washington and those guys. And, Avrion's been behind guys like Connor Clark and Tyron Ruffin. So, they've been patient and they've waited their time and now they're thriving. And then you got, people like Philip Tillman and Bryson Garner that have come out for their first year and we're glad they got a chance to experience what the Friday Night Lights are like. Now, has it been filled with adversity? Yes, but I think that's going to make them, better men down the road and better athletes in the stuff that they're about to go to.
Hopefully I'll be calling a lot of those names out tonight, Coach. Thanks for the visit. Talk to you after the game.
Thank you, bud.
Randy Coleman in the pregame show, back with the starters for the Griffins, maybe the greatest mascot in the history of football, and the Hurricane. It's a mystical eagle lion kind of thing.
Oh, there you go.
Now you know.
Yep.
We'll be back with the starters on the EAB Sports Network.
Bump it up at First National Bank. Now offering 2 CD specials with competitive interest and a one-time bump during the original term of the CD with no penalty. That means if you sign up and the rate goes up, you can bump it up. A 16-month CD at 2.51% annual percentage yield or a 26-month CD at 3.01% APY. Visit fnbank.net/specials to lock in your rate today. Offer valid as of 9/28/2022. Penalty for early withdrawal. $1,000 minimum opening balance to open. Rates subject to change. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Back at our NEA broadcast position in the press box here at Cooksey Johns. Get better with Baptist. Starting for Southwest Little Rock, the Griffins. The center is Dalen Jackson. To his right is Sherrod Shepard and Jay-Sean Eggleston. To his left, 2A player Kalen Shelton and Brandon Bryant. Chris Sanders is the tight end. Luther Tucker, another 2-way player. At a receiver, Brian Ussery and A.J. Millen, the other receivers. The running back is Javron Lewis, 2-way player, and the quarterback is Makai Muhammad, a sophomore, 6'1", 190, who happens to be the punter also. We got to take a break. They're getting ready to do the national anthem here. We'll come back for the remainder of the starters and get ready for some football on senior night here at Cooksey Johns Field. You're listening to Jonesboro High School football on the EAB Sports Network.
Follow me on a new healthcare journey full of possibilities. Experience world-class care delivered by friends, family, and neighbors right here in your community, bringing industry-leading technology to you, not the other way around. Your health record, your appointment scheduling, and your medications all in one place. And your lab results delivered the instant they're recorded. Do we look at healthcare differently? Absolutely. Experience the difference and you will too. NEA Baptist. Healthcare for the next century.
Bump it up at First National Bank. Now offering 2 CD specials with competitive interest and a one-time bump during the original term of the CD with no penalty. That means if you sign up and the rate goes up, you can bump it up. A 16-month CD at 2.51% annual percentage yield or a 26-month CD at 3.01% APY. Visit fnbank.net/specials to lock in your rate today. Offer valid as of 9/28/2022. Penalty for early withdrawal. $1,000 minimum opening balance to open. Rates subject to change. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Get huge savings now at every Kavanaugh dealership. Kavanaugh has a great selection of late model, low mileage, certified pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs. And most are still under factory warranty. We have every model, so you're sure to find the vehicle you want. And when you buy at Kavanaugh, every new and used purchase comes with 1 year free maintenance. Plus, we buy cars. Bring a vehicle, get a check. Come see us today at one of our dealerships or go to CavanaughCars.com.
The home team at Jonesboro Orthopedics and Sports Medicine is proud to welcome Dr. Asa Schneickel. Dr. Schneickel's an A-State alum and is Northeast Arkansas's only joint revision surgeon, specializing in several forms of joint replacement. He joins the Jonesboro Sports and Orthopedics team with more than 40 years experience in getting you back in the game. So if you have a sports injury, just some nagging aches, or even need help with concussion management, call JOSM at 932-1820 to schedule an appointment. Jonesboro Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, excelling in our field so you can excel on yours.
You raised your family here. Did every July 4th here? Refinished the floors here twice. Sized up your daughter's boyfriends here? Waited in the doorway all day when your son was coming home on leave. This place has given you all you've dreamed of, and now it's giving again in the form of a gourmet kitchen and the quietest dishwasher known to man. Realize your dream with a home equity line of credit from Simmons Bank. Dreams realized. SimmonsBank.com. Member FDIC, equal housing lender, subject to credit approval.
It's a mix and match special now at all Jonesboro area Domino's Pizza locations. Choose any two for $5.99 each for carryout or $6.99 each for delivery. How about a medium 2-topping pizza, oven-baked sandwich, pasta in a tin, Domino's stuffed cheesy bread, salad, bread twists, marble brownies, and so much more. Switch it up for lunch or dinner for the whole gang. The mix and match special with any two for only $5.99 each for carryout or $6.99 each for delivery. Only at your Jonesboro area Domino's Pizza locations.
We're back at our NEA broadcast position with the starters for tonight's game. First, we've given you the offensive for Little Rock Southwest. Defensively, they play a 3-3 stack. Kalen Shelton, the two-way player up front, Seth Stuckey, and James Wilbert. Jalen Waits, Marquise Rand, Marcel Rogers, and Luther Tucker, a two-way player. In the middle, Jabron Lewis, a two-way player, Marquise Roberts at corners. The safeties are Braylon Stovall and Turquan Anderson. For Jonesboro tonight on senior night, they will start off Fred Giles up front at defensive end, Travis Neal in the middle, and Jonathan Milton out to the right side. Giles and Neal playing their last game ever at Cooksey Johns here at Jonesboro High School on senior night. Scott Williams is senior at linebacker. And then two sophomores, Trayshawn Crawford and Caleb Smith, sophomore. Marquis Stafford, 11 tackles last week against North Little Rock. The corners are Captain Tony McKay, senior, and Brandon Ward, a senior, out the other side. The safeties, Taz Clark and Captain Senior Will Thayer at free safety. 10 tackles and a tackle for a loss last week against North Little Rock. Kathon Green is the center. To right side, Alex Heineman and Jones. Trayvon Jones to the left, Rashid Staten and Cole Abernathy. The only senior on that front line is Kathon Green, the center. Marion Taylor is at tight end. He's a junior. Senior Philip Tillman II. Boy, I think about what in the world could this football team have done with Philip Tillman and Jesse Washington last year, or with Philip Tillman playing 3 years of football. I'm glad he came out 1 year. He has been spectacular this season for the senior wearing number 17. Averion Sanders, a junior, a wide receiver, and Grant Bartels, a senior, 2 catches for 9 yards this year. The running back, senior captain Brock McCoy, 711 yards, averaging over 100 yards per game this year. And Terrence Brown, the junior, gets the nod at quarterback tonight. 33 of 79, 334 yards, 4 touchdowns, 8 picks. 1 of 2 for -2. Not a great game last week for Terrence Brown, but he can run the football. Second leading rusher for the Hurricane, 503 yards and 76 carries, 4 touchdowns, 4 fumbles lost. We'll take a 2-minute break. When we come back, it'll be time for some football between Little Rock Southwest and Jonesboro. This is Golden Hurricane football on the EAB Sports Network.
Special now at all Jonesboro area Domino's Pizza locations. Choose any two for $5.99 each for carryout or $6.99 each for delivery. How about a medium 2-topping pizza, oven-baked sandwich, pasta in a tin, Domino's stuffed cheesy bread, salad, bread twists, marble brownies, and so much more. Switch it up for lunch or dinner for the whole gang. The mix and match special with any two for only $5.99 each for carryout or $6.99 each for delivery. Only at your Jonesboro area Domino's Pizza locations.
Elite Eye Care has a new Jonesboro location that is now open at 2100 East Highland near the Old Indian Mall. Hey, it's Brandon Baxter, and the team at Elite Eye Care is who my family trusts for their personal eye care. Elite Eye Care specializes in eye care solutions for patients of all ages, and you can be assured that your family is cared for like their own. Schedule your appointment at EliteEyeCareAndOptical.com or call 972-6040. Elite Eye Care at 2100 East Highland in Jonesboro and at 1515 West Kings Highway in Paragould. Elite Eye Care, your vision is our focus.
Farmers and Merchants Bank announces the lobby of our new branch in Jonesboro is now open. The drive-thru is an MVP center with live video tellers 7 to 7 weekdays and 9 till noon on Saturdays. So in addition to our beautiful bank on Highland, you can also visit our new branch at the corner of Southwest Drive and Parker. More MVPs, more ATMs, more me banking at Farmers and Merchants Bank, member FDIC.
kids grow up so fast, and so has the Arkansas Children's Hospital Jonesboro Clinic. This is our clinic's 10th year of creating healthier tomorrows for the kids in Northeast Arkansas. There's no need to cross the river or hit the highway for your cardiology or diabetes needs. Road trips are for fun, not for health care. The team at Arkansas Children's Hospital Jonesboro Clinic is celebrating by doing what we always do, giving your kids more time to be kids. Learn more at archildrens.org/Jonesboro.
You're listening to Jonesboro High School football on KNEA K237FI 95.3 and K245CW 96.9 Jonesboro and KBRI Clarendon, the Ticket Radio Network.
The following is a special sports presentation from the EAB Sports Network.
It's time for Jonesboro High School football on the Ticket Radio Network. Let's go! Presented by NEA Baptist, Domino's Pizza, Jonesboro Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, First National Bank, and Kavanaugh Auto Group. Now let's go to the NEA Baptist broadcast booth and join Bud Schropel for the First National Bank pregame show.
A pleasant Friday evening to everyone from Cooksey Johns Field on the campus of Jonesboro High School. Golden Hurricane football is on the air. Tonight, the final game of the regular season at home for the Hurricane. It's senior night, and the Hurricane poised to take on the Griffins of Little Rock Southwest. Hello again, everyone. I'm Bud Schropel, our producer-engineer, back in the studios of The Ticket. And the EAB Sports Network is Mr. Quentin Tackus. Quite frankly and easily and commonly put, Jonesboro wins tonight, more than likely they're in the playoffs. Lose tonight, more than likely not in the playoffs. It's come down to the last 3 weeks of the season. They can all but wrap up a playoff spot tonight with the victory over the Griffins, a 3-year school, and have petitioned the AAA to let them play 7A football. That was a bold move by them. Their successes have been very, very few. They've won 1 game in 3 years to this point, or 2 games in 3 years. This year against an out-of-conference opponent earlier in the season. Last year, I don't remember who they won, but it was only one guy. I think it was against Central last year in conference play. They still have Central to go this year. But tonight, it's the first ever meeting between these two schools. Little Rock Southwest feels as good about this ball game as Jonesboro does. They feel like they can win this contest as much as Jonesboro feels they can win this contest. Hurricane coming off another disappointing game last week against North Little Rock, and it's not because I'm the voice of the Hurricane. It's not because I do Jonesboro play-by-play, but, folks, I'm telling you, the Hurricane could very easily be 6-1 this year and 4-0 in conference play. Maybe 3-1 would be more realistic. They were not really in the game with Cabot. But all the other games, they had a chance to win. They had a chance to win last week. 7 turnovers in a 2-minute stretch where they gave up 21 points in the second quarter. Can't do that tonight against these Southwest Griffins. They are a ball control team, and if you put them out on the field with the lead, they will grind out that clock. So the team that gets on top first tonight probably will have the advantage in this ball game. The Hurricane will receive the football. They'll be moving from left to right as you visualize at home in your car or wherever you may be listening. And we invite you to tune in this game and are streaming from the Jonesboro High School Media Department and the students who are putting this on YouTube at JHS The Warning. Little Rock Southwest are here in their purple pants, white jerseys with purple numerals outlined in green, and purple helmets with a green and purple griffin on it. A griffin is a Greek mystical lion and eagle combination. It's supposed to guard great things for your nation. Sounds pretty cool to me. Philip Tillman, deep for Jonesboro, the second. And also back there is Marquise Pickett, far side of the field. The kicker is number 31, Bryson Christian, a junior. He'll be teeing it at that's Jonesboro. Anthony Bangas will be kicking. He's a 2-step kicker, so look for the onside. It's rolling, and it finally goes the necessary distance. It's covered on the left side by Southwest. They recovered the onside kick. And they'll have the ball 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now they get Caleb Smith's coming out saying it's going to be Jonesboro football, so just hold it right there. Let's see what's going on. It may have been touched for it went the distance by Little Rock Southwest. Now they're putting it on the southwest side of the 50-yard line. Illegal touching by Little Rock Southwest. So it's Jonesboro football. Wow, that could have been really, really bad to start this football game, but Jonesboro will have it at the Little Rock Southwest 49-yard line. Here comes quarterback Terrence Brown, Jr., out of Jonesboro. No, it's actually going to be Philip Tillman lining up in the Wildcat offense with 5 receivers, 3-4 to the left. Tillman gets the snap, goes left side, turns the corner, bounces off a pile, and then gets to the 40, loss of football. Southwest says they have it. And they do. 1 play, 1 turnover, Little Rock Southwest football. Tillman got it about 10 yards and then coughed it up. Turnover to the Griffins. Well, thought we'd dodged a bullet on the onside attempt we had, but first play of the game, Philip Tillman coughs it up. But here comes Southwest and Makai Muhammad, sophomore quarterback, playing the single wing. 1 receiver to each side. Ball is on the right hash. Muhammad under center. He lost the football. He picks it up. He'll get maybe a half a yard where 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 black jerseys with white pants bring him down, and Marquis Stafford the first to hit him for a 1-yard gain. It was Muhammad who dropped that football, bounced right back to him like a basketball, but he had to fight for a yard. 2nd and 9 for the Griffins, this time inside the right hash. Jonesboro tonight, white pants, black jerseys, white numerals, black helmets. Muhammad under center. End around. And getting outside, turning the corner, and getting near the first down marker was number 8. Jabron Lewis. He picked up close to 8 yards. It's going to be 3rd and 2 for the Griffins from the right hash, splitting 2 receivers out to the left side. Muhammad goes under center. H-back is to the right. Makai Muhammad. Can't get Jonesboro to jump. Now looks for the sign. 3rd and 2. Here comes the play. Man goes in motion. Handed off up the middle and grinding it out for the first down was the running back, Jabron Lewis. Got 3 at first down in Jonesboro territory at the 49-yard line. Will Thayer came up to close out the play. Travis Neal first to hit him. 1st and 10 for the Griffins. Muhammad sends a man in motion, give it to him. That's Lewis trying to get outside. Cuts it up, turns it on, and he's going to take it the distance. That's a 49-yard touchdown run for Jabron Lewis. And it's 6-0 Little Rock Southwest. No flags. Touchdown Griffins. He was going to go outside on the sweep. Saw a little hole inside, cut it quick, and just off to the races. Muhammad is it looks like they're going to go for 2. Makai Muhammad having trouble getting the play in. They're going to call a timeout. But 1 strike already from the Griffins. 10:45 remain. It's 6-0. Little Rock Southwest back in 30 seconds on the EAB Sports Network.
Jonesboro High School Athletics is brought to you by Gateway Tire and Service Center and Toyo Tires. Where there's always one thing you can count on, we go the distance for you. Before you hit the road for a trip across country or across town, drop by Gateway Tire and Service Center and check out the great deals on Toyo Tires. Whether it's tires or auto repair, you can always count on one thing. At Gateway Tire and Toyo Tires, we go the distance for you. At Gateway Tire in Paragould and Jonesboro, we go the distance for you.
Bud Schropel back here in Jonesboro at Cooksey Johns, and the Griffins strike first. 4-play drive, 6 on the board. Now they'll go for 2. And they have the early advantage here in this playoff entry game. Lewis is alone back. One receiver short left. They're going to throw it under pressure from Denwood. He throws it left side and right there to make the catch. On Taz Clark was number 7. Marquise Roberts, and it's 8-0 Little Rock Southwest. Back in 30 seconds on the EAB Sports Network.
Social Jonesboro are the perfect winning combination for game day. The Social has an amazing, delicious, fantastic, and tasty menu that goes perfect for pre or post game. Plus, the official Red Wolves away game watch party takes place at the Social. What we're saying is, it does not get any better than the Social on Red Wolves game day. The name says it all. Get social at the Social and get ready to howl with fellow A-State Red Wolves fans on every game day. The Social at Greensboro Village in Jonesboro.
One turnover on Jonesboro equals 8 points for Little Rock Southwest. They were on top in this game with dang near all the first quarter left. 10:25 remain. Little Rock Southwest wasted no time putting points on the board. The entire squad's going over to the sideline to talk with Daryl Patton and their special teams coach. Ray Sessions. Now it will be Anthony Baingas, a sophomore, teeing it at the 40-yard line. Last time he squibbed it up there. They got the football, lost it, though, because he touched it before it went 10 yards. Then proceeded to force a turnover, and they'll kick this one, a little bouncer that will roll to the 43 and down there and covered up. Caleb Smith jumped on top of number 44 for the Cane. That's Mark Williams, just to make sure the ball didn't come squirting out. Jonesboro has it 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line. You must feel pretty good about your defense when you just squib kick and onside kick. Don't really worry about field position. Just kind of daring you to do something. All right, here comes Phil Till the second. In is the Wildcat quarterback again. Last time he ran 10 yards, but lost the football. See what he does on 1st down. Brock McCoy in the backfield, and a flag comes out. Procedure penalty on Jonesboro. Cost him 5 yards. So this game just a horrible start for the Hurricane. Got a break on the onside kick attempt. One play a fumble, one play a penalty. See if they can get something clean on this one. Since Thayer in motion, he'll get the pitch on the sweep. Trying to get outside, undercut, and may have lost a yard. He did. Well, get it back was to the 38, right in the nose of the football, right on the line of scrimmage, so it's 2nd and 15. Tackle was made by James Wilbert. Here's Tillman trying to get, no, it's Brock McCoy getting outside. He does, turns the corner and grinds out close to a 1st down. They had him back around the 43, the original line of scrimmage, but he broke free from that tackle, then turned on the Jets and got the 1st down. Moved the chains, 1st down Jonesboro. There's the positive. He comes off the field, and Marquise Pickett in the ball game. The junior and third leading rusher for the Hurricane. Tillman still in at Wildcat quarterback. Calls for the snap. Maddox Morrison goes in motion. Tillman keeps it. He broke several tackles and grinds out 2 yards the hard way. He ran through 3 or 4 tacklers, finally brought down by number 6, Terquan Anderson. 2-yard gain, 2nd and 8. Yeah, they're discussing a flag on the field. And it's going to be against Jonesboro. Illegal use of the hands. From the spot of the foul, 10 yards, it's back to the 44-yard line. So it's first and 19. Bill Till again in the shotgun. He is way back in the backfield. Better get rid of the football. Finally does. Trying to get it to Grant Bartels, who was just a player in the area. Incomplete. Plenty of pressure from numerous Griffins. 2nd and 19 coming up. Now they're calling for the officials again. I don't know what they were discussing. Anyway, they go back to the 44, 2nd and 19. Tillman again. Gives it to McCoy right up the gut. Got 8 back, 3rd down and 11 for the Hurricane. Have to get down to the 37-yard line. Tackle made by Seth Stuckey, the nose guard for the Griffins. Bartels and Morrison split out to the right side. Thayer to the short left, ball on the left hash for Tillman, who takes the snap, gives it to McCoy. He gets outside and he turns the corner. 30, 25, 20, 15 out of bounds. Going to spot him out at the 19-yard line. About 29, 30 yards on the run for Brock McCoy. First down, Jonesboro. Morrison, Bartell split short right. Thayer's going to go out to the left side, but he's short of the boundary. Brock McCoy in the backfield to the left of Tillman the second. Send Morrison in motion. Give it to McCoy. He finds an opening and takes it to the end zone for the touchdown. 19-yard touchdown run for Brock McCoy. Jonesboro cuts it to 2. Good answer for the Hurricane. They're going to go for 2. Opening up some big holes. The guys up front in green, Heineman, Jones, Staten, and Abernathy. Tillman in the shotgun. Going to keep it. Dives for the end zone, and he did not make it, so it's Southwest 8, Jonesboro 6 on the EAB Sports Network.
This is Keith Baird with the Baird Auto Group. There's nothing that brings our communities together like high school sports. No matter what the scoreboard says, it's a winning feeling just to be a part of it. At Baird, we want you to have the feeling anytime you come into one of our dealerships. Good credit, bad credit, no problem. Don't buy anywhere else until you shop at Baird location near you. Don't get a bad deal, get a Baird deal. Because why pay more?
Saving service, great selection too. Baird does it all for you.
Now there you go. Jonesboro gets a drive into the end zone. Brock McCoy Runs it in from 19 yards out, his 5th rushing touchdown of the year. But the 2-point conversion was no good for Jonesboro. Philip Tillman trying to run it in on the QB sneak. That's right, QB sneak. He's quarterback tonight for the Hurricane. A little surprise move from Randy Coleman. And it's 8-6 Little Rock Southwest. Now, Will Barnett will tee it at the 40-yard line. Been very efficient in kicks this year, the junior for the Cane. Number 90. He comes to the football and sends it in orbit. Will be fielded at the 9. 15, trying to come wide as Lewis cuts it inside and dives to the 25. It's like Trayshawn Crawford brought him down. They'll spot him at the 26, 1st and 10. Here come the Hurricane. Want to shut him down here. Darrell Patton coached at some pretty good schools throughout his 20-plus years as a head coach. Bryant, Fayetteville, Bauxite. Now trying to start a new era at Little Rock Southwest. Makai Muhammad under center with one back. Give it to the back coming off the single set. That was Lewis on the carry. For a couple, it's second, and give him 3, 2nd and 7, ball out to the 29-yard line of Southwest. Four down linemen for Jonesboro, bringing the corners in tight. Going to pitch back to Lewis, trying to go wide. There's some holding out there. It's not called, and nice tackle near the marker. Will Thayer just belted Jabron Lewis. He's going to be short of the first down and paid heavily for it. It's going to be 3rd and 1. There was almost a tackle out there on the block on the edge. Somebody rolled up a cane and nothing was called. Third down and 1. Muhammad under center. Pitch back to Lewis, and he's brought down in the backfield. Loss of 2 back to the 32. Will Thayer in on that one. Thayer last week against North Little Rock came up with 10 tackles. Fred Giles led all tacklers last week with 15, and they're going to spot him at the 34 and going for it on 4th and 2 are the Griffins. Trying to pull Jonesboro. A man jumped out, came back down. He didn't get him. He almost did, but didn't. Now they're going to go under center again. Looks like they're going to run this play. And there's a flag. That'll cost him 5, I think. It's going to be on Southwest, yes. Illegal procedure on the Griffins. That may change their decision. Now it's 4th and 7 for the Griffins, back to the 29-yard line. Remember, the quarterback, Makai Muhammad, is the punter, too. He's going to probably line up under center and then break back to take the snap. Now here he goes. He's going to step back to the 20-yard line to punt it away. Dropping deep is Will Thayer. Muhammad, rugger kick. Sails a good one. Thayer fields it at the 34. 40, 45, 50. Makes a move at the 45 and then tackled by the helmet by number 53. Eggleston. But a nice return. 25 yards on the return for Will Thayer, and Jonesboro has it 1st and 10. 42-yard line, Hurricane ball, 1st and 10. John David Carter Splits out to the left side along with Maddox Morrison. Philip Tillman II, still the Wildcat quarterback. Going to take the snap, hand it off to Brock McCoy, starts in the middle and breaks outside of the right. Turns a corner, tackled at the 30-yard line, but that's going to be a 12-yard gain and a first down for Jonesboro. Eggleston on the tackle for the Griffins. First down for Jonesboro at the 31-yard line of Little Rock Southwest. Tillman II in the gun. Hands it on. No, keeps it. And he got a couple of yards, about 2 to the 29-yard line. That was a nice fake handoff to Brock McCoy. Drew half the defense to him. Kind of bobbled the football, but scooted it out for a couple of yards. 2nd and 8 for the Cane. Eggleston again on the tackle for Southwest. Tillman again in the shotgun. McCoy to his left shoulder. Bartels to the right. Tillman's going to throw it. He's going to roll right, tuck it and run. Turns the corner to the 15, to the 10, to the 5. Dives for the end zone. Touchdown, Jonesboro. Philip Tillman from 29 yards give the Hurricane their first lead. First rushing touchdown of the year for Phil Till II from 29 yards, and the Hurricane snatched the lead from the Griffins, 12-8. Now Will Barnett on for the point after. Marcos DeCeneros. He's up for the point after, and it's good. 13-8. Hurricane with the lead. With 6:22 to go in the first, this is Hurricane football on the EAB Sports Network.
Marching bands taking the field tonight. Under the lights, it's not about who's in your path, it's about who's in your huddle. And Pico Foods is a proud teammate and supporter of local communities and the state's agricultural producers. Learn more about Pico Foods' mission to support producers in Arkansas and Missouri by calling David Durham or James Chester, 870-202-7101. In Alabama and Mississippi, call Craig Bird or John Taylor Hickman, 601-670-9383.
Will Barnett out to kick it for Jonesboro. Hurricane lead it 13-8. After the 29-yard quarterback keeper run for Philip Tillman II. Well, if you want to get the hands in your playmaker, just make him the quarterback. Here's Barnett approaching the football. It's in the air. High kick. Drives Lewis back to the 5, 10, 15. Stops there, tries to go right, comes right back up the middle and gets what he can get up to the 22-yard line. Marquis Stafford on the tackle on special teams. This could be a wild night. This is starting off like a high-scoring affair. Here comes the Griffins. Here comes the Hurricane defense. Makai Muhammad under center. Full house backfield this time. You're going to give it to man up the middle, and it is corralled and tackled at the 25-yard line. Trayshawn Crawford gets off the pile. Jonathan Milton also in on the stop. 2nd and a long 7 for the Griffins. 13-8. Hurricane lead after an 8-0 start for Little Rock Southwest. Going to hand it off up the middle and just gang tackled all but 2 Hurricane in on the stop. Standing him up first was Trayshawn Crawford right there in the hole. No gain. 3rd and 7. And this is not your typical 7A school. They have less players than Jonesboro does. Probably dressing around 75 to 80 players. Muhammad under center. Lewis goes in motion, going to pitch it back to him. And he's forced out of bounds. After a 1-yard gain, it'll be 4th and 6. Brandon Ward took him out of bounds. Muhammad's going to line up under center again. He's the punter also. Now he'll break back to punt. Will Thayer will drop back to his 45-yard line. Muhammad, rugger kick again. This one's a short one. Stay away from it. Ball's rolling backwards, and it's going to be touched at the 48-yard line of Jonesboro, where they'll start 1st and 10. About a 25-yard rugger kick for Muhammad. No return. Jonesboro ball 1st and 10. Hey, next Friday, the last 2 games on the road, we'll start off in Conway next Friday night with our Hootens football report at 6:30 our in-game pregame, and 7 o'clock the play-by-play right here on the EAB Sports Network. Tillman in the gun, hands the ball to Marquise Pickett, and he just works his way forward to the 45-yard line. He got 7 on that carry. Jakari Bass on the stop for Little Rock Southwest. 3 receivers. One to the right is Bartels, Morrison, and Thayer out to the left. Handed off to Pickett. He gets a first down and more to the 40-yard line. Move those chains. First down, Jonesboro just moving at will now against the Griffins. Ball stays on the right hash. Tillman has Pickett to his right shoulder, just 1 step up. 2 receivers left, 1 right. Gives it to Pickett, trying to get to the edge. He's surrounded and thrown for a loss back to the 48-yard line. Big loss, too. Going to spot him at the 47. That's a 7-yard loss, 2nd and 17 for the Hurricane. Back there to greet him was number 25, Jalen Waits. Here's Tillman again, lining up in the shotgun with Pickett to his right shoulder. Twins left, single right, ball in the middle of the field. Now Pickett will take half a step back. Tillman to throw. Under pressure. Has a man on his back, and he's bulldogged to the ground at the 50-yard line, gets forward to the 49 of Southwest. 3rd and 19. And now Rylan Jones in at quarterback. John David Carter's going to split out to the left side. Tillman comes up to the right split, and Maddox Morrison in the slot. Also, Averion Sanders splits out to the left side in the slot. And coming up on a blitz and went too far was number 2, Kevon Jones. That'll cost him 5. Now 3rd down and 14 for the Cape. Rylan Jones, the junior, in at quarterback. He had a rough game last week also against North Little Rock. Gets a snap. The lefty looking downfield, floats it, and caught by Averion Sanders at the 25. Breaks free of a tackle, gets a couple of more. Move those chains. First down, Jonesboro. Jaden Miller on the tackle. First and 10, 22-yard line of Little Rock Southwest. Morrison, Tillman the second, split to the right. Along with John David Carter, he's in the slot inside. Marion Taylor, H-back to the left. Rylan Jones, flag comes out. That's a procedure penalty against Jonesboro. Bring up first and 15. John David Carter comes off the field. He's replaced by Chris Stacy. He moves into the slot right side with Morrison and Tillman out to his right. Taylor, the H-back, to the left. Jones throws it to the end zone, has Stacy, but he can't catch up to the football. No, it's not Stacy. It was Maddox Morrison. He was just widely thrown, and it's incomplete. Out comes Taylor. Avion Sanders now in the game. Four receivers, now three receivers to the right. Tillman, Morrison, Sanders. Stacy goes to the short left. Rylan Jones on third. Now flag comes out. And a procedure penalty against Jonesboro. That's 3 in this series. A little late in the season for those kind of penalties. Rylan Jones in the shotgun. McCoy to his left. 4 receivers. Trips right. Under pressure, Jones now steps to the pocket. He's going to have to run it. Breaks free of 1 tackle, lowers his head, and it's going to be about a yard shy at the 23. Had to get to the 22. It'll be 4th and 1. Jones' helmet comes off, and here comes Terrence Brown into the game. And that might be a blessing in disguise because Brown really the one to run more than pass. Or check that 3rd and 11. Have to get down to the 13. That's the original line of scrimmage, the 23. So Terrence Brown in on 3rd and 11. Not 4th, 3rd and 11, my bad. Brown throws it, and diving catch incomplete. Philip Tillman the second trying to run back to get the football, and Jonesboro may take the field goal try here. Or they may go for it. Brown in at quarterback. Pickett goes from left to right shoulder. 4th and 11. Jonesboro going for it. Going for the end zone. Ball's in the air for Tillman. Incomplete. Falling back, couldn't pull it in, and Southwest takes over on downs. Pretty nice pass there from Brown. But incomplete. With 15 seconds to go in the first quarter, it's Little Rock Southwest football. Down 13-8. First and 10 for the Griffins. Lewis comes in motion, sets up on the slot left. Muhammad, deep drop. Throwing it to the right side, a wobbly pass intended for Lewis, incomplete. Taz Clark in coverage for Jonesboro. Excuse me, 2nd and 10. Give it to Lewis. He can't get outside. He's tackled for a loss. No, excuse me, that was Muhammad on the quarterback keeper. And that'll bring up the end of the first quarter. 1 quarter down, Hurricane with the lead, 13-8 on the EAB Sports Network.
In 30 years. And as owner of Delaplane Seed, I've been the region's rice tech leader for more than a decade. Every planting season, I'm in the fields right along with you, and we're figuring out how to make sure bushels mean dollars together. From selecting your hybrid rice to free on-farm delivery and one-on-one consultation, I'd like to help your rice field see more profit this season. I'm Terry Gray at Delaplane Seed. Call me today at 870-249-3447 and let's talk about your best rice options.
Save $80 on the spot at Plaza Tire Service when you purchase 4 in-stock Nokia and One tires. That's instant savings right now at Plaza Tire Service. No forms to complete, no waiting for a card in the mail. Plus, you can make the purchase easy on your wallet with a Plaza Tire Service credit card, featuring 6 months deferred interest on purchases over $149 or one of our no credit needed financing solutions. For a limited time, save $80 instantly on 4 in-stock Nokia and One tires for your car, exclusively at Plaza Tire Service.
Boys tennis team for Jonesboro honored here between quarters. They won the conference and state tournament 6th year in a row to be state champions. Folks, that's called a dynasty. Carson Fowler and Wynn Gibson won the doubles conference tournament and were state semifinalists. Ethan Richardson won the singles conference and state tournament. Ethan then went on to win the singles overall state tournament. First time in school history for a Jonesboro overall singles champion. They had one other overall champion. That was now Coach Jason Morgan and Mitchell Trout. Back in the day, they were the doubles champions. So congratulations to the state champion Golden Hurricane. There's a little swing pass to Jabron Lewis, and right there to make the stop was Taz Clark. Read it great. It's a tackle for a loss. Smelled out perfectly by the Jonesboro defense. You go man coverage on that. When they drop deep, you pick a man, you go with him, and Taz Clark right there, Johnny, on the spot. But there is a flag on the play. Procedure against Southwest, and they're going to decline it. It'll be 4th down. Place the ball back on the 19-yard line. And it looks like Jabron Lewis is coming out. Is he going to punt it? He is. No step punter, and he hangs a high one. Thayer wasn't back. It's going to roll, take a backward bounce, and be down to the 39-yard line of Jonesboro. That's a 42-yard punt for Lewis. No return for Jonesboro. Hurricane have it 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Also want to remind you, with Thanksgiving just around the corner, it's time to get your turkey ordered from Jonesboro softball coach and assistant football coach Josh Fleming. He and Barry Forrest and a lot of good people will be smoking turkeys on the 22nd of November for your consuming. $35 for a turkey. Call and order one from head coach Josh Fleming at josh.fleming@jonesboroschools.net or call 815-0609 and enjoy the best turkey you've ever put in your mouth. Rylan Jones in at quarterback is going to hand it off to Brock McCoy, taking the edge, breaking 2 tackles and running out of bounds at the 50-yard line. 11 yards on the gain, move the chain, 1st down Jonesboro. Just underway here in the second quarter, Hurricane up 13-8. Ball on the left hash, 3 receivers to the right side. Rylan Jones, the quarterback. McCoy will take the handoff. He tries to get it outside. Couldn't get away from number 25 for Little Rock Southwest. That's Jalen Waits, but he did pick up 4 yards. 2nd and 6 for the Cane at the 46-yard line. In comes Cash Colburn on the line. Rylan Jones in the shotgun. Jones is going to keep it on the quarterback keeper, and he just weaves his way down. Going to be just shy of the 40. He's at the 41. It'll be 3rd and 1 for the Hurricane. Rylan Jones showing some running abilities. Big young man at 6'3", 6'4". Good size, too. Takes the snap. Gives it to Pickett, turning the corner. No, McCoy turns the corner, loss of football. It bounces out of bounds, but that's going to come back on a hold. Flag back at the 45. Holding on Jonesboro. That'll cost him the first down. And they'll have to come up with the big play on 3rd and 15. Ball back to the 45-yard line of Jonesboro. Coming up at some point tonight, the Domino's Pizza delivery of the game. Make game night better by going to Domino's.com or the Domino's app. There's an offside penalty going to be called on Southwest, number 59. Got a little antsy and jumped across the line. Brandon Bryant. Third and 10 for Jonesboro. Jones in the gun. Twins to the right. Bartels goes in motion. Jones under pressure. Throws it underneath and too short for Brock McCoy. Bounced it to him. And it'll be 4th and 10. And here comes the punt team. Will Barnett averaging about 38 yards a kick. And dropping deep. Jabron Lewis. And Brian Ussery. Or excuse me, Kevon Jones. Barnett. Long snapper is Harrison Herget. He's a senior. Barnett, one-step kick. Spiral that will hit, take a Jonesboro bounce. Inside the 5, down at the 1-foot line. What a job of coverage. Oh, they're going to say a touchback. They're going to say a touchback. They're going to bring it out to the 20, and I do not know why. Apparently his foot must have grazed the goal line. Oh. So the ball comes out to the 21st and 25, 1st and 10, or 20, 1st and 10, Little Rock Southwest. 13-8, Hurricane lead. 9:59 to go, second quarter. Makai Muhammad under center. Feeds number 7, Marquise Roberts, and he blasts right through the middle and brought down at the 26. Gain of 6, 2nd and 4. Makai Muhammad will go under center again. That's where he's operated from tonight. This time Roberts is going to get, or Lewis is going to get the handoff, and Will Thayer, Trey Crawford, Taz Clark, all in on the stop. For a 1-yard gain, 3rd and 2. 3 coming up for the Griffins. Muhammad under center, Twins to the left. Pitches it to Lewis, trying to get outside, and he'll be stopped short. In fact, it may be a yard loss on the run to bring up 4th down, and that right side of that defense again all over the football. Jonathan Milton out there for the first on the stop. He did get a yard. It's 4th and 2, and Southwest thinking about it. Now Jabron Lewis is going to drop back in punt formation. Will Thayer will not. Now he'll drop back. Lewis this time takes 2 steps and sends one off into orbit. Thayer goes back to pick it up at the 20. Makes a move to the 30, comes this way to the 32, and stop there. So 12 yards on the return for Will Thayer. $60-yard punt for Lewis. About a 20, 30-yard roll. And a 22-yard return for Will Thayer. Hurricane have it 1st and 10. They'll send Bartels and Morrison out to the right side. Staying left. Now Morrison's going to stay left with Thayer, who split out the widest. H-back is Sanders. Tillman's going to keep it on the quarterback keeper, and he's off to the races to the 40, 30. Oh, gets low tackled at the 26, but a nice run. 43 yards for Phillip Tillman the second, and 1st down Jonesboro. Just mixing up these quarterbacks tonight seems to be working. I mean, Tillman was just absolutely all by himself. Bill Till the second. Sends 2 receivers out to the left, one to the short right. H-back is to the left. Tillman hands it off to McCoy. Finds a seam, follows blockers, and got close to the markers. Going to be a 9-yard gain on 1st down. Bring up 2nd and 1. Jalen Waits on the tackle for the Griffins. Ball's on the right hash. Tillman the second at quarterback. Going to hand it to McCoy again, and he's going to get the 1st down. By 1 to the 12. Lining up on the right hash, Tillman in the shotgun. McCoy to his right, twins to the left, single to the right, H-back to the left. Going to keep the football. He's going to run to the 5, lunges forward to the 3. Lewis on the tackle. Or check that. Cameron Martin on the tackle.
Southwest will bring up 2nd down and 2.
2nd and 2. They're going to spot him at the 5. Or excuse me, the 4. McCoy goes to the left shoulder of Tillman. And there's going to be a penalty on Jonesboro of 5 yards. Procedure. John David Carter runs onto the field. He replaces Grant Bartels. Moves the ball back to the 9, 2nd. And 6. Tillman keeps it, runs it inside to about the 12-yard line. Or excuse me, the 7-yard line. We got an official's timeout on the field. And an injured Griffin on the field. So we have timeout on the field with 5:24 to go in the first half. Jonesboro on top of the Griffins, 12-8 on the EAB Sports Network.
repairs to your AC unit all summer long, More Air Conditioning will give you a trade-in value or buy back a recent repair up to $1,000. Plus, we have financing available and lifetime replacement warranties on new systems. But hurry before the new government regulations take effect. Call More Air Conditioning today, a Google guaranteed company at 870-336-2023, or visit us at moreac.com.
Jay Sean Eggleston was the injured Griffin. He gets up and walks off under his own power. It's 3rd down and 5 for Jonesboro. At the 7-yard line. Tillman to Thayer on the end around and didn't fool anybody. He's going to lose yardage. Back to the 15. And on comes the kicking unit for Jonesboro. And it will be Marco Cisneros on the field goal attempt. Six-foot, 233-pound kicker. And has some oomph in his foot. Ryland Jones will hold. Harrison Herget, the snapper. Cisneros' kick has plenty of length. And it's good. That was a 33-yard field goal for Marco Cisneros, and Jonesboro extends their lead to 16-8. You're listening to Jonesboro High School football on the EAB Sports Network.
When you bank at First Security, you're choosing better for yourself and fellow Arkansans. Better service from friendly professionals who really invest in your goals. Better solutions with convenient tools and smart resources. And better support for the things that matter to you, as well as the communities that matter to us all. Because finding your better at First Security makes Arkansas better too. First Security. Bank better. Member FDIC.
Marco Cisneros from 32 yards gives Jonesboro an 8-point lead at 16-8. Will Barnett on the field to kick from the 40. Line drive kick that will hit at the 18, bounce its way down, and will go out of bounds at the 4. Was it touched? I don't think it was touched by Little Rock Southwest, and they'll get the ball at the 35-yard line. Got that ball a little high on the back of the football. And Southwest will have it 1st and 10. On the road next week at Conway, the following week at Central. Last game of the season here at home tonight. It's senior night. Honored about 22 seniors from the football team, the tennis team. Earlier tonight, the band also had about 20-some-odd seniors. Always an emotional night here at Jonesboro High School. All right, here comes Southwest. Send 2 receivers split out to the left side. Ball's on the right hash as they move from left to right. Remember, you can log on to YouTube and go to JHS Warning and see this game streaming by the Jonesboro High School Media Department. There's a Trey John Crawford knocked the ball free. It's loose on the ground. I think Southwest may have gotten it back. Darius Dinwiddie comes up, says, we got it. And the good guys do have it. Fumble forced by Trayshawn Crawford on Lewis, the running back. Calls the fumble, and Jonesboro recovers it at the 33. They'll have it 1st and 10, so break for the Cane. Creating turnovers tonight. .424 to go. They'd love to get this score in before half. Bartels is going to stay wide on the left side. Philip Tillman II going to go in as a Wildcat quarterback. No, he's going to go to the right side split. McCoy in the backfield with Ryland Jones, the quarterback. Marion Taylor split out to the right side. Now he's going to go in motion and set up H-back left. Give it to McCoy going right. Trying to get outside. Couldn't quite turn the corner, but a nice run anyway to the 26-yard line where he's taken out by Jabron Lewis. 7-yard gain. 2nd and 3 for the Cane. Ball on the right hash. Morrison and Bartell split out to the left side. Jones. Flag comes out late. Jones, I think, took a step forward. That's a procedure penalty against Jonesboro. Will take 5 yards off that last run by Brock McCoy. So 2nd, 8 for Jonesboro at the 31. Jones the quarterback. Tillman splits out to the right side. Morrison and Bartels to the left. Going to throw it across the middle, too low for Morrison, incomplete. His shoe tops couldn't have even caught that one. 3rd down and 8 for Jonesboro. Roberts in coverage for the Griffins. Clock stop. 4:09 to go in the second quarter. Jones going to force Jonesboro to use a timeout with 4:09 to go, up 16-8 on the EAB Sports Network.
Your credit stop you from getting your next vehicle. Drive your deal to the max at a dealer financing you. Automax of Jonesboro. Hi folks, Craig Stone here. If you need to upgrade your ride, don't worry about your past. Come to Automax. At Automax, we have financing to fit your budget with affordable monthly payments and low down payments. Call at 870-934-9200 or speed up your approval by applying online at automaxjonesboro.com. And hey, we buy cars too, even if you don't buy ours. So if you're looking to buy new, give us a chance to buy yours and ensure you get the most out of your trade-in. Automax, financing you.
Bud Schropel back at our NEA Baptist broadcast position. Get better with Baptist. Jonesboro on 3rd and 8 from the 31-yard line. Up 16-8. Got behind 8-0. Scored and couldn't convert a two-point conversion, down 8-7, and then the touchdown, the field goal, point after, and a field goal have made it a 16-8 ball game. Field goal from Marco Cisneros. Ryland Jones pitches it out to McCoy, has to stop and get it, and he'll get it across the 30 to the 27. Brings up 4th and 5. Interesting call here from Randy Coleman, offensive coordinator, Carter Harbuck, and they're going for it. No question about it. Split 2 receivers to the right for Ryland Jones in the gun. Brock McCoy in the backfield. Jones, the sophomore quarterback, 6'3", 215. Gets a snap. Throwing for the end zone for Bartels. It's tipped, and Bartels couldn't get the football. And Little Rock Southwest, for the second time tonight, takes over on downs. Ball was deflected by Jabron Lewis. Tipped in the air, and Bartels just couldn't adjust his feet to come down with the touchdown catch. So the Griffins have it 1st and 10. At halftime, the Kavanaugh Auto Halftime Show brought to you by the Kavanaugh Auto Group. To see the complete inventory from the comfort of your home, log on to KavanaughCars.com, and we'll give you scores from around the state, give you a scoring summary from our game, and get you ready for the second half of action here. Last home game of the year. Seems like we just got here, doesn't it? One receiver stays wide left, in short right is another receiver. Full house across backfield behind Makai Muhammad in this single wing. Give it to number 3, just lowers his head. Brian Ussery, and Brian's out about 6 yards to the 33. That was just lower your head and follow your blockers. Get what you can get. They got a pretty chipped off a pretty good piece of the 10 yards. Same formation. Jonesboro stacks the middle. Quick handoff to Ussery again, following Agustin, who was taken off earlier on an injury. Got 2 yards. It's 3rd and 1. Everybody in tight now. 2 receivers split to the short right side, full house backfield. There's a first down run. Marquis Stafford there to meet him at the 42, but move the chains. First down, Griffins. Ussery again on the run. Brian Ussery, 5'9", 185 fire plug for the Griffins. 1st and 10 from the 42. 2 minutes to go in the first half. Jonesboro up 16-8. This time they hand it to the left side and nothing there at all. Dinwiddie, Milton, number 78 for Jonesboro. That's Jalen Daniels. All in on the stop. No gain, 2nd and 10. Two H-backs this time. Muhammad's going to keep it. He may have got a yard, and that's it. Will Thayer comes in to close out the play. Brandon Ward looks like he's cramping up out there, about the 47-yard line. Travis Neal coming off and timeout called. By Jonesboro. 3rd down and 10 coming up for the Griffins with 1:08 to go in the 3rd quarter on the EAB Sports Network.
For your ultimate candy stop. The name says it all. Everything you see in our store is manufactured in America, including our candy. Come in today and get your new shipment of gummy eyeballs, gummy body parts, choo-choo pumpkins, and chocolate-covered Halloween pretzels. American-Made General carries over 5,000 American-made products from almost every state. Come shop one of our locations in Pocahontas, Brooklyn, Rogersville, and Conway for your next trick-or-treat.
You're listening to Jonesboro High School football on KNEA K237FI 95.3 and K245CW 96.9 Jonesboro and KBRI Clarendon, the Ticket Radio Network.
Bud Schropel back at Cooksey Johns, Quentin Takis back in the studios of the EAB Sports Network. 3rd and 9 coming up for Little Rock Southwest at their own 3-yard line. Jonesboro with the 16-8 advantage. They'll split 3 receivers out, twins to the short left side. For Makai Muhammad, who now will operate from the shotgun. Muhammad wanting to throw, jump pass, it's just trying to get rid of the football, getting out to Roberts, too low for him and incomplete. There in coverage was Darius Dinwiddie for Jonesboro. We got a flag out. It's against Little Rock Southwest. Jonesboro given the option. I'm sure they will decline this penalty to get the football back. Jonesboro does decline an illegal shift. And it'll be 4th and 9. Procedure penalty. Declined, 4th down and 9, and Southwest will have to kick this football away. Will Thayer has done an excellent job in returns tonight for Jonesboro. Jabron Lewis will come in to kick it. Very versatile athlete for the Griffins. We'll see them in football and basketball this year as well. Make our first trip ever to Southwest High School. Officials stop the clock with 1:02. Now we'll start it again. Woo, almost getting in there was Marquis Stafford. He sails one, though. Thayer back to his 17. Breaks the tackle. Comes this way wide. Now turns the corner. Gets a block to the 40. Trying to work his way back across the field. Brought the tacklers to him. Jabron Lewis brings him down at the 20. What a return by Will Thayer. 58 yards on the return for Will Thayer, and Jonesboro has it at the Southwest 20-yard line. Now Terrence Brown will come out to engineer the Jonesboro offense. 20 yards from a score. 42 seconds remain first half. From the gun, Brown throws it outside in too short and incomplete. Intended for Philip Tillman the second. 2nd and 10 from the 20 for Jonesboro. 38 seconds remaining in the first half, up 16-8. Brown again in the shotgun. McCoy to his left, 3 out to the right. Single short left, that's Stacy. Across the middle for Stacy and incomplete. Stacy wasn't even looking for the football, and he had Brock McCoy on a little screen pass out to his left, wide open. Stops the clock with 34 seconds in the half. Here comes Marion Taylor on the field, who replaced Averion Sanders as the tight end H-back. Whistle blows right before the snap and timeout called by Little Rock Southwest. So 34 seconds remain in the first half. Jonesboro leading 16-8 on the EAB Sports Network.
Now you can enjoy the great taste of Japan in downtown Jonesboro. Bamboo Japanese Cuisine has all your favorites, from steak and chicken to seafood and sushi. Bamboo also has house poke bowls, or you can build your own bowl. Bamboo Japanese Cuisine with hibachi, sushi, and seafood is open Monday through Saturday for lunch and dinner, and discounts are available for students. So stop by and dine in with us, or log on to BambooJapaneseCuisine.com and like them on Facebook. Bamboo Japanese Cuisine on the corner of Main and Huntington in downtown Jonesboro.
Bud Schropel back at Cooksey Johns here in Jonesboro. Last game of the season here in town. Has senior night festivities at halftime. You can visualize that streaming at JHS The Warning on YouTube. Chris Stacy is going to stay split out to the short left side along with Sanders, Morrison, and Tillman out to the right. Both beyond the boundary. Brown looking in the end zone, has a man, and Philip Tillman makes the catch at the back of the end zone for the score, and that's your Domino's Pizza delivery of the game. Make game night better by ordering online at Domino's.com or from the Domino's app. Philip Tillman. 20-yard touchdown catch from Terrence Brown. His 5th touchdown pass of the year, and Jonesboro extends their lead to 22-8. Marcos Cisneros for the point after, and it is offside. They're going to go, well, it's going to be offside on Southwest. They're bringing in the short yardage package. Fred Giles comes into the game as a pusher from behind. Rashid Staten in there. Terrence Brown's going to go under center, and they're going to try to run it in for 2. And we got a timeout on the field. We'll keep it right here. Once again, as they have for many, many years, Jonesboro High School alum Barry Forrest and members of the Hurricane softball team will be smoking turkeys on the Tuesday before Thanksgiving, November 22nd, right here at Cooksey Johns Field, with the construction down where they used to cook them. That's going to be occupied by construction equipment, so you got to come to Cooksey Johns, but it'll be well worth the short travel. $35 will get you a smoked turkey. You can order it right now. Well, not right now because he's coaching, but later from Josh Fleming, the head softball coach at Jonesboro. Josh.Fleming at jonesboroschools.net, or calling at 815-0689. And if I have ever told you the truth in the past, I'm telling it to you now. They're the best things you've ever put in your mouth. Absolutely amazing. Get one from Josh Fleming and tell him Bud Rose sent you. All right, now with that short yardage package, Terrence Brown flips it back to Marquise Pickett, and he just walks it in the end zone for the two-point conversion. 24-8. Hurricane with the lead on the EAB Sports Network.
Replacing an old appliance or remodeling your whole kitchen, the appliances you need are right around the corner with GE Appliances at Tucker's Appliance Superstore in Jonesboro. Shop timeless designs and time-saving features on the appliances that are built to last in the busiest homes. Visit Tucker's Appliance today and upgrade your home your way with GE Appliances and your local experts. Shop Tucker's Appliance today and save.
Tucker's Appliance.
Don't forget, coming up at halftime in the Kavanaugh Auto Group halftime show, we'll give you scores from around the Natural State here on Week 7. Give you a scoring wrap-up here, a first half scoring, and let you enjoy some good band music from the Jonesboro High School Marching Band. Kickoff is fielded at the 6-yard line by Roberts. He tries to go wide and right there for a nice tackle. Ball comes out. They're going to call him down at the 15, Roberts was. A nice tackle there for Jonesboro by Maddox Morrison. Great textbook tackle there from the senior. So 22 seconds remain. Griffins football. Down 24-8. Going to be at the 16. Timeout called by Jonesboro. And we'll send it back to the studio for a 30-second break. You're listening to Jonesboro High School football on the EAB Sports Network. Demo's Smokehouse Barbecue on Johnson at Hilltop and on Main Street across from Jonesboro High School. Now, I'm from Memphis, and I know barbecue, but there are people from Memphis that travel to Jonesboro to sample, taste, and enjoy Demo's Barbecue. No kidding. They come from Memphis, so no need to go anywhere else. Right here, the best barbecue is at Demo's. Any of the ribs, any of the plates, you can enjoy it all at Demo's Smokehouse Barbecue. My mouth is watering. Speaking of Demo's Barbecue, they provided the food tonight in the press box, and man, was it good. Half of the tub was eaten by Aaron Lowe tonight. Jonesboro will be on defense with 22 seconds to go, up 24-8. Biggest lead of the year for the Hurricane. All right, the Griffins are on the field. The Hurricane coming out now. According to the scoreboard, Griffins have no timeouts remaining. Jamarion Brownlee is in at corner on the right side. Is Muhammad under center. He's going to take a knee and go to the locker room. And that was interesting. Going to let the clock run out, and the Hurricane will go to the locker room on top for the first time this season as they lead Little Rock Southwest 24-8. We'll be back in 3 minutes to recap scoring in the first half. You're listening to Jonesboro High School football on the EAB Sports Network.
Tired of slow internet? Feel like you're stuck in the old days? It's time to catch up with Empower, delivered by Craighead Electric. Thanks to Empower, you don't have to wait for high-speed internet. Our new cutting-edge technology makes our services more reliable and faster than the competition. Call 870-336-0999 to check internet availability in your area. That's 870-336-0999. Empower. High-speed internet for your neck of the woods.
Need a mailbox? Mailboxes at the Safe Ship store in Jonesboro offer you the convenience of receiving mail and packages at one location with 24-hour access. Rent now from Safe Ship for 6 months, get the 7th month free. Rent for 12 months, get the 13th and 14th months free. Owner David Leonard wants to help you with all your postal printing and shipping needs. For the best customer service, quality, and prices, visit the Safe Ship store. 2500 Alexander Drive, Suite C in Jonesboro, just down from Wings to Go. 870-333-5068.
Put your daily office routines in the hands of people you can trust. Forrest Office Machines, your authorized Sharp document systems dealer in Jonesboro. That's right, since 1965, Forrest Office Machines has provided dependable office equipment and reliable service. We follow the equipment journey through all kinds of changes and developments, always on the cutting edge, whatever that is. And our partnership with Sharp document systems means we offer the very latest, most dependable equipment. And Forrest is the only office equipment dealer that when you need supplies, you can walk in our store and get it. When you need it fixed, you can call us.
This is Barry Forrest. My family's been taking care of equipment needs of businesses just like yours since 1965. I would love to work for you today.
Put your daily office routines in the hands of people you can trust. Forrest Office Machines, your authorized Sharp document system dealer at 1005 G Street in Jonesboro. 932-7852. 932-7852. Call Forrest Office Machines today.
Evolve Bank and Trust is now bringing full-service banking to Jonesboro. To celebrate, we're offering you $200 extra. Just open a new checking account with Evolve. Have at least 2 qualifying direct deposits of $500 or more within 90 days. Then we'll deposit $200 extra into your account. It's just that easy. Open a new Evolve checking account and receive an extra $200 in your account, plus free checks for a year. Restrictions apply. Visit getevolved.com/special promotion for more details, or come in and see us at 111 East Huntington Avenue, Suite A, or call us at 870-933-2480. That's 870-933-2480. Evolve Bank and Trust. Equal housing lender. Member FDIC.
Philip Tillman having a huge part in tonight's lead over Little Rock Southwest. Hurricane on top, 24-8. The Griffins got on the board first on a 49-yard Jabron Lewis touchdown run, and Marquise Roberts took it in on the 2-point conversion. And after a turnover for Jonesboro on their first offensive play, Little Rock Southwest on top, 8-0. Hurricane came back, and Brock McCoy ran it in from 19 yards. The 2-point conversion failed to tie it. It was 8-6 North Little Rock. Also in the first quarter, Philip Tillman on a 29-yard run. Marcos Cisneros' extra point made it 13-8 Jonesboro. Then in the second quarter, Marcos Cisneros hit a field goal from 32 yards out, stretched the lead to 16-8. Excuse me. And then in the second quarter, it was Philip Tillman on a 22-yard touchdown pass from Terrence Brown. Marquise Pickett ran it in from 1 yard out after a penalty, and Jonesboro on top at the half, 24-8. Just given a score by proud alum of Corning, Aaron Lowe. Corning 51-0 over Palestine Wheatley. 51-0. Corning on top of Palestine Wheatley. Here in Jonesboro, it's the Hurricane on top, 24-8. to 8. When we come back after an extended break, we'll give you scores from around the state as you're listening to Jonesboro High School football on the EAB Sports Network.
The Jonesboro High School dance team.
At Central Collision Center, we're more than collision repair. We do everything from minor paint touch-ups and windshield replacements to framework. We're committed to customer satisfaction and provide the highest quality of service. At Central Collision Center, we provide honest and expert auto care and offer a written lifetime warranty and on-site rental car arrangements. Stop by or give us a call today to schedule your free estimate. Central Collision Center, professional, convenient, reliable. Find Central Chevrolet on Stadium and online at centralcollisionctr.com.
Follow me on a new healthcare journey, full of possibilities. Experience world-class care delivered by friends, family, and neighbors right here in your community, bringing industry-leading technology to you, not the other way around. Your health record, your appointment scheduling, and your medications all in one place. And your lab results delivered the instant they're recorded. Do we look at healthcare differently? Absolutely. Experience the difference and you will too. NEA Baptist, healthcare for the next century.
Bump it up at First National Bank. Now offering 2 CD specials with competitive interest and a one-time bump during the original term of the CD with no penalty. That means if you sign up and the rate goes up, you can bump it up. A 16-month CD at 2.51% annual percentage yield or a 26-month CD at 3.01% APY. Visit fnbank.net/specials to lock in your rate today. Offer valid as of 9/28/2022. Penalty for early withdrawal. $1,000 minimum opening balance to open. Rates subject to change. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Get huge savings now at every Kavanaugh dealership. Kavanaugh has a great selection of late model, low mileage, certified pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs. And most are still under factory warranty. We have every model, so you're sure to find the vehicle you want. And when you buy at Kavanaugh, every new and used purchase comes with 1 year free maintenance. Plus, we buy cars. Bring a vehicle, get a check. Come see us today at one of our dealerships or go to CavanaughCars.com.
The home team at Jonesboro Orthopedics and Sports Medicine is proud to welcome Dr. Asa Schneickel. Dr. Schneickel's an A-State alum and is Northeast Arkansas's only joint revision surgeon, specializing in several forms of joint replacement. He joins the Jonesboro Sports and Orthopedics team with more than 40 years experience in getting you back in the game. So if you have a sports injury, just some nagging aches, or even need help with concussion management, call JOSM at 932-1820 to schedule an appointment. Jonesboro Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, excelling in our field so you can excel on yours.
You raised your family here, did every July 4th here, refinished the floors here twice, sized up your daughter's boyfriends here, waited in the doorway all day when your son was coming home on leave. This place has given you all you've dreamed of, and now it's giving again in the form of a gourmet kitchen and the quietest dishwasher known to man. Realize your dream with a home equity line of credit from Simmons Bank. Dreams realized. SimmonsBank.com. Member FDIC, equal housing lender, subject to credit approval.
It's a mix and match special now at all Jonesboro area Domino's Pizza locations.
Smoked turkeys in time for Thanksgiving. Turkeys will be smoked by JHS Long, Barry Forest, and members of the Hurricane softball team. Turkeys will be $35. You can be picked up on Tuesday, November the 22nd, right here at Cooksey John's Field by the concession stand. For more information, contact head softball coach Josh Fleming at josh.fleming@jonesboroschools.net or by calling 870-815-0689. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. For your halftime entertainment, we proudly present the 2022 Jonesboro Band. The band is under the direction of Grant Harbison, Trent Warner, Ben White, Seth Jensen, Caitlin Roll, and A-State intern Blake LaRue. Our field commander is Caitlin Foley. Tonight we will perform our 2022 singer-out production, The Brush, featuring the music of AJR. Those marching without hats tonight are members of the 2023 senior class. Drum major, is your band ready? Here is your Jonesboro Band.
Here are our colors. Here are our brushes. Look at what happens when our colors and brushes become one.
give another round of applause to the Jonesboro Band. Till 3 tomorrow night, the Jonesboro Band will be competing in the A-State Open at Centennial Bank Stadium. Admission is $10 and the band will perform at 7:52. Thank you, and amen!
We are the experts at finding solutions for even the most demanding shipping situations, and our experienced staff can help you choose the best option. So if you need to go to the post office, then FedEx, or all the way out to the UPS terminal, and then get that international shipment at DHL, you can do it all in one fast, convenient, and friendly place. Pack Mail.
See, I told you, Pack Mail ships anything, anywhere, through any shipper. Pack Mail, voted the #1 printing, packaging, and shipping store in Jonesboro. Don't trust your shipping needs to just anybody. Trust Pack Mail, 361 Southwest Drive in Jonesboro. Ship anything, anywhere, today at Pack Mail.
Put your daily office routines in the hands of people you can trust. Forrest Office Machines, your authorized Sharp Document Systems dealer in Jonesboro. That's right, since 1965, Forrest Office Machines has provided dependable office
Valley
equipment
View,
and
South
reliable
Side.
service. We follow the equipment journey through all kinds of changes and developments, always on the cutting edge, whatever that is. And our partnership with Sharp Document Systems means we offer the very latest, most dependable equipment. And Forrest is the only office equipment dealer that when you need supplies, you can walk in our store and get it. When you need it fixed, you can call us.
This is Barry Forrest. My family's been taking care of equipment needs of businesses just like yours since 1965. I would love to work for you today.
Put your daily office routines in the hands of people you can trust. Forrest Office Machines, your authorized Sharp Document System dealer at 1005 G Street in Jonesboro. 932-7852. 932-7852. Call Forrest Office Machines today.
Evolve Bank and Trust is now bringing full-service banking to Jonesboro. To celebrate, we're offering you $200 extra dollars. Just open a new checking account with Evolve. Have at least 2 qualifying direct deposits of $500 or more within 90 days. Then we'll deposit $200 extra dollars into your account. It's just that easy. Open a new Evolve checking account and receive an extra $200 in your account, plus free checks for a year. Restrictions apply. Visit getevolved.com/special promotion for more details, or come in and see us at 111 East Huntington Avenue, Suite A, or call us at 870-933-2480. That's 870-933-2480. Evolve Bank and Trust, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
Follow me on a new healthcare journey, full of possibilities. Experience world-class care delivered by friends, family, and neighbors right here in your community, bringing industry-leading technology to you, not the other way around. Your health record, your appointment scheduling, and your medications all in one place. And your lab results delivered the instant they're recorded. Do we look at healthcare differently? Absolutely. Experience the difference and you will too. NEA Baptist, healthcare for the next century.
Bump it up at First National Bank. Now offering 2 CD specials with competitive interest and a one-time bump during the original term of the CD with no penalty. That means if you sign up and the rate goes up, you can bump it up. A 16-month CD at 2.51% annual percentage yield, or a 26-month CD at 3.01% APY. Visit fnbank.net/specials to lock in your rate today. Offer valid as of 9/28/2022. Penalty for early withdrawal. $1,000 minimum opening balance to open. Rates subject to change. For FDIC Equal Housing Lender.
Bud Schropel back here at Cooksey Johns. Just about ready to get the third quarter underway. Hurricane on top of the Griffins of Little Rock Southwest. 24 to 8. And the Hurricane will be kicking it off to the Griffins to start the second half. The Griffins, a mythical Greek guardian of the ancient goods, if you will, a half eagle, half lion. And it's a fearsome creature. Little Rock Christians, or Little Rock Southwest, started off this game as a fierce creature opening score, but since then they have really not moved the football hardly at all. Hurricane defense has been very, very stingy tonight. Little Rock Southwest will send their kick receive team to the field. They do have some Really nifty uniforms, though. Purple and green are their colors. I was very reserved on how I was going to like that color combination, but they've done a nice job with it. Snazzy looking uniforms, purple pants, white jerseys with purple outline and green numerals, and helmets of purple with green Griffin on it. Will Barnett's going to kick it off. He sails it. Lewis goes back to the 5, bobbles it, and then picks it up. To the 20, he's going to be wrapped up there. On a 15-yard return for Jabron Lewis. And on the tackle for Jonesboro was Marquise Stafford. He does a little bit of everything for Jonesboro. I wouldn't be a bit surprised in his junior year if he didn't come out as a running back as well, too. Remember the great name of Martin Stafford? I've heard he can run every bit as good as him. It'll be Griffin ball at their own 22. Sending a coach. And he's out of my sight now. A bunch of people are running into the corner. Can't tell what's going on. But now we're ready to get into action. 2 receiver set, split to either one to either side for Makai Muhammad, who goes under the center of the sophomore quarterback. Going to throw it. Trying for it all. Long pass, complete on a nice catch. Out there around midfield by Roberts. Marquise Roberts with the catch. $52 yards on the pass play, 54 yards on the pass play. Longest play of the night for Little Rock Southwest, and it's 1st and 10 at the Jonesboro 43-yard line. Going to hand it off to Jabron Lewis. He breaks a tackle, breaks Will Thayer's tackle, and finally ran out of bounds at the 34-yard line. Going to spot him at the 33. Now they go back to the 34. 2nd and 1 coming up. Griffins come out aggressively here. Started the second half. Down 24-8. Muhammad under center. There was movement by Southwest by half a count. Jumped the gun on the right side by the Griffin offensive line, and it's a procedure penalty against the Griffins. Cost him 5. It'll be 2nd and 6 coming up now for Southwest. Darryl Patton's team, former Bryant coach, Fayetteville coach, Bauxite coach. Now 3 years at Little Rock Southwest. This team petitioned the AAA. They should be either a 4A school or a 5A school with no multiplier. It would have been kind of a blind guess as to where they belonged, but they petitioned 2 years ago to go into 7A, and they were granted that petition, and that's where they've been since. They stopped Jonesboro from being a 7A school a couple of years ago. Here's a sweep play and a nice tackle denying the first down on Jerquan Anderson. It was Brownlee over there on the tackle, 3rd and 2 for the Griffins. Handoff up the middle, and I believe he got the yardage needed. It was Jabron Lewis again on the blast up the middle. and they're going to move the chains. First down, Griffins at the 32-yard line of Jonesboro. Trayshawn Crawford came in on the stop, but not before the first down yardage was gained. Under center's Muhammad. Trying that sweep again, give it to number 6. Boy, just some hard running there. Just after having 5 or 6 black jerseys on him, staying elevated and moving forward was Taquan Anderson. And he's going to be about a half a yard shy of the first. No, he got the first down. First down, Griffins, and they have come out like a man possessed. First down, Griffins at the 22 of Jonesboro. Muhammad under center. He drops back to throw. Down the corner, incomplete, too short. Jamarion Brownlee in coverage for Jonesboro. Pass was woefully short from Muhammad, 2nd and 10. Coming up for the Griffins. They're at the 22-yard line of Jonesboro, trailing 24-8. Muhammad in the gun. And there's procedure against the Griffins. That was a sloppy looking play. Cost him 5, 2nd and 15 now. Griffins come to the line. Makai Muhammad in the shotgun, looking confused as he gets the call in from Darrell Patton. There was movement again. And another 5-yard penalty. The left guard jumped that time. That was Kalen Shelton. Just leaned forward right before the snap. So 2nd and 20 now for Little Rock Southwest. Here they go again. Pretty quiet right now at the stadium. All right, Little Rock now lines up. Muhammad goes under center. He hands it off to Jabron Lewis, and he blasts forward. Can't get to the original line. He gets to the 25. Gain of about 7. Travis Neal on the stop, along with Daquan Williams. Third down and about 13 for the Griffins. They split one receiver out to the wide right side, 2 in tight left. Ball on the left hash. Muhammad in the shotgun. Hands it to Lewis. He flips it back on a flea flicker, has a man wide open, connects with him, and he goes in for the score. Marquise Roberts on the catch, and it's 24-14. Daquan Anderson threw it to him. Now for the 2-point conversion to make it a 1-score game. And they'll call a timeout. College Jonesboro absolutely sleeping on that play. The man was wide open, and although the pass wasn't the prettiest thing I've ever seen, it was sufficient enough. He caught it and walked into the end zone. So we'll take a break for the two-point conversion attempt by the Griffins. It's now 24-14. Jonesboro with the lead on the EAB Sports Network.
Your medical needs are personal, and the way you manage those needs should be personal as well. The team at Southern Home Healthcare is local, knowledgeable, and courteous, giving you the customized care you and your family deserve. When facing breathing challenges, the on-staff respiratory therapists at Southern Home Healthcare provide support and guidance just for you, and you can sleep better with the help of their CPAP and BiPAP therapy. Plus, treat your strains, sprains, and pain with the help of Southern Home Healthcare's high-quality bracing devices. Go online to southernhomehealthjonesboro.com.
Well, the Hurricane get caught napping on the double pitch pass play for the 29-yard touchdown pass from Anderson to Robertson. And now pending the two-point conversion is either going to be a 10-point or 8-point Hurricane lead on the opening drive of the second half. Don't forget, next Friday night in Conway, America's Car Mart pregame show at 6, our in-game pregame at 6:30, play-by-play at 7 from Conway next Friday night here on the EAB Sports Network. All right, the Griffins will line up for two. Makai Muhammad going over to hear the last-minute instructions from Daryl Patton. Play clock hasn't even started yet. Now he comes out and will operate from the shotgun. Has Lewis to his left. There's a bull rush, pass to the end zone, and the two-point conversion is no good, just denied. The end zone caught him right at the goal line and kept his toe from crossing, and the two-point conversion is no good. 24-14. Hurricane with the lead on the EAB Sports Network.
Late model, low mileage, certified pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs. And most are still under factory warranty. We have every model, so you're sure to find the vehicle you want. And when you buy it, Kavanaugh, every new and used purchase comes with 1 year free maintenance. Plus, we buy cars. Bring a vehicle, get a check. Come see us today at one of our dealerships or go to KavanaughCars.com.
24-14. Jonesboro with the lead. They receive the kickoff. 2 weeks, final game of the regular season in Little Rock Central. And hopefully the Hurricane will be sizing up who they're going to play in the first round of the playoffs. That's kind of going to be determined tonight. They're holding on to a 10-point lead over Little Rock Southwest. Winner of this game is not guaranteed a playoff spot, but for all intents and purposes will be in the playoffs. The loser tonight, unless some miracle occurs, won't be in the playoffs. Well, a lot of time getting between scores. Marquise Pickett, Philip Tillman II will stand around their 10-yard line, 15-yard line. Anthony Baingas, sophomore, will kick it off for the Griffins. He's tried an onside kick, the opening kick of the game, and it didn't travel the 10 yards. They touched it just short of the 50-yard line, actually recovered the onside kick, and it looks like they're going to line it up to do it again. Although the ball was touched, they didn't get the ball, but Jonesboro turned it over on the first down run by Philip Tillman. Little Rock took the ensuing drive after a couple of plays, 49 yards for the opening score. It's been all Jonesboro since then until here in the second quarter. That double pitch pass play. There's a roller, will be fielded. Flag on the play. Offside is going to be on Little Rock Southwest. They'll re-kick it. Ball was fielded by Taz Clark, and looks like he was going to go off and run it. He wishes that flag had to come out. He was looking at a score. He really was. Move back to the 35. Bain gas will, and now looks like he's going to, well, I can't really tell. And I'll tee it back a little further. I think he's going to kick this one away. Takes a lot of steps back. He's probably going to roll it up the field, and now he sends it down, fielded at the 20 by Tillman to the 30. Comes this way, breaks a tackle, 45-40 out of bounds at the 44-yard line. 36-yard return for Philip Tillman II. And Jonesboro will have it 1st and 10 at the Griffin 44-yard line. You know, basketball's just around the corner, too. Hurricane will be playing a play day out at Memphis Overton about a month from today. And then their first competition will be in the Rumble on the Ridge down in Forest City on Thanksgiving weekend. So that's coming forward. Here's Ryland Jones in the shotgun for the Cane. Brock McCoy will take the handoff, trying to go right. He's grabbed and tackled for a yard loss to the 45, almost to 46. Second and 12 for Jonesboro. Jones in the shotgun. Gives it to McCoy, who runs left, cuts back right, and stumbles and falls at the 42. 5-yard gain. It'll be 3rd and 8 for Jonesboro at the 42-yard line of Little Rock Southwest. Sanders, H-back to the left side, 2 receivers split to the right. That's Tillman and Morrison. Now Sanders goes to the right side as the H-back. Snap comes to Ryland Jones. He's under pressure and he'll be sacked. Thought about giving it up to number 72 to run it. 72 is ready, Cole Abernathy, but Jones keeps it and tackled for the sack at the 48. Now comes the punt team to kick it away. So a little momentum shift in the ball game. Little Rock Southwest going to get the football after a 3 and out for the Cane. After their first down play. Will Barnett. High wobbling spiral will hit. Take a big bounce by the return man. It's going to be down at the 6-yard line. By number 43 for Hurricane, that's Sam King. Sophomore reserve running back for the Hurricane. Little Rock Southwest has it at the 6-yard line, 1st and 10. 24-14 your score. 6:19 to go, 3rd quarter. Way back in their territory, the Griffins. Makai Muhammad goes under center. 2 backs. Hand it to the first man through, and he may have got a couple, then pushed back. Number 79 hitting him first and driving him was Dawson Foster. 2-yard gain out to the 9. It's maybe a 3-yard gain. 2nd and 7 coming up for the Griffins. Three receivers. Twins to the right, one short left, ball on the left hash for Makai Muhammad. Operating from the shotgun, and Southwest gets everybody standing. They ran kind of a trick play, and it's a long pass play that's a flag comes out. The catch was made. It was knocked out of there by Marquise Stafford. Will Thayer is down around 50. He gets up. Flag came flying in from the 50 back towards the 35. It landed about the 38. Pass interference penalty coming up on Jonesboro. That'll only cost them 15 yards. And on that particular play, I love the call. You bet your bippy I'm a fair weather announcer, pal. I hate it when it's against Jonesboro. I love it when it favors the Hurricane. Need all the help we can get. All right, they're going to march it out to the 24-yard line, 1st and 10. Little Rock Southwest. I really thought it was a good football play. Just hit him, knock the ball free. Two receivers split to the left side, nobody right. Makai Muhammad under center, all the runners in tight formation. There is Lewis bringing it out near the 20. Trey Crawford on the tackle. Will Thayer on the stop. About a 6-yard gain, 2nd and 4. Muhammad in the gun. Little Rock Southwest down 10. Same formation, everybody in tight. Blast up the left side and very close to the first down. I believe he got it. Lewis again. He's the workhorse tonight for the Griffins. Luther Tucker. Out there for Southwest, and Fred Giles on the stop for Jonesboro. Move to change, 1st and 10 at the 35 of Southwest. 4:37 to go. In tight again on that single wing formation. That time the Hurricane defense right there to stop the play after a very short gain. Will Thayer, Jonathan Milton, Travis Neal on the stop for Jonesboro. 2-yard gain, 2nd and 8. He was Luther Tucker on the carry. He's in the backfield with Makai under center. Makai Muhammad under center. Give it to Tucker again on the pitch play. And he may have got a couple of more yards. Actually, he got 3. It's going to be 3rd and 5 coming up. Boy, they're just talking about grinded out football right here. This time they're going to split the receivers out a bit. One comes to the wide right side. One to the short left. Under center. First man through, won't get much. Got a yard, maybe 2. It's going to be 4th and 3 for Little Rock Southwest. Travis Neal, first to hit for Jonesboro.
Travis Neal will bring up 4th down and 3.
4th and 1, 2, 3 for Little Rock Southwest. Going to bring everybody in tight. Going to try to pound this up the middle. Muhammad under center. Man moved, no flag. They're going to try the sweep. And pursued and stopped by Jonesboro. Marquis Stafford stretched it out and a tackle for a loss back at the 40, and the Hurricane take over on downs. Will Thayer also in on the play, and he gets up holding his right shoulder. Jonesboro ball, 1st and 10 at the 40. Here comes Terrence Brown. He'll line up in the shotgun with 2 receivers to the right, H-back left. Going to give it to Brock McCoy, who makes a nice jolt to the right side and then stops on a dime, cuts it upfield, and gets the first down on an 11-yard first down run. Brock McCoy again with the great run. He lines up to the right shoulder of Terrence Brown. Now Brown steps up, moves back. Parallel to him at the 35, gives it to McCoy again. He gets it out to the left side, turns the corner to the 15, out of bounds there for another first down. That's a 17-yard gain. At the 13-yard line, first down Jonesboro. Well, he gets to the edge so quick, and his cut speed is incredible. He lines up to the right side of Terrence Brown from the left hash. Twins out to the right. H-back left. Now H-back and the tight end will go to the right side. Give it to McCoy again. He works his way away from one tackler, makes another one miss, and then dives to get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain, second down. Got a Griffin down in the backfield of Jonesboro. Now slow getting up, and now he sits back down as they blow the whistle for an injury timeout. 1:47 to go. Hurricane on top. 24-14 on the EAB Sports Network.
The home team at Jonesboro Orthopedics and Sports Medicine is proud to welcome Dr. Asa Schneickel. Dr. Schneickel's an A-State alum and is Northeast Arkansas's only joint revision surgeon, specializing in several forms of joint replacement. He joins the Jonesboro Sports and Orthopedics team with more than 40 years experience in getting you back in the game. So if you have a sports injury, just some nagging aches, or even need help with concussion management, call JOSM at 932-1820 to schedule an appointment. Jonesboro Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, excelling in our field so you can excel on yours.
You're listening to Jonesboro High School. KNEA K237FI 95.3 and K245CW 96.9 Jonesboro and KBRI Clarendon, the Ticket Radio Network.
Number 58 for Little Rock Southwest. That's Brandon Bryant, sophomore lineman, defensive lineman for the Griffins, shaking up on that play. He may turn the play back in for the 1-yard loss on the run at 2nd and 11 for Jonesboro at the 14-yard line of Little Rock Southwest. Hurricane up 24-14, third quarter, 1:44 and running. Terrence Brown in the shotgun. McCoy, one step, now 2 steps back and to his left. They pulled Little Rock Southwest offside. That'll cost him 5. It'll be 3rd down and 6 now for the Hurricane. The ball moves to the 9. Black uniforms, white pants tonight for Jonesboro. They pull him offside again. Now it'll be 2nd and 1. So Mark walk it down to the 9, or excuse me, the 4. Hey, go for the hat trick. Now they don't jump. They give it to Brock McCoy, who stumbles. Oh, that was kind of an awkward fall, too, by McCoy, trying to cut back right. He's all right. See if he got the first down. I think he did. No, got right to the marker. It's going to be 3rd down and inches. McCoy stays in the game. He probably had pay dirt if he had stayed on his feet. Brown, high snap, gets it to McCoy, cuts back left. Now he's got to outrace them all to the end zone. Touchdown, Jonesboro. Brought McCoy 4-yard touchdown run, and the Hurricane stretched the lead to 30-14. Cisneros on for the point after. (21-14). Valley View on top of Southside with 1:24 left in the game. Marco Cisneros for the point after. It is good. And the Hurricane lead at 31-14 with 30 seconds to go in the third quarter on the EAB Sports Network.
Finished the floors here twice. Sized up your daughter's boyfriends here. Waited in the doorway all day when your son was coming home on leave. This place has given you all you've dreamed of, and now it's giving again in the form of a gourmet kitchen and the quietest dishwasher known to man. Realize your dream with a home equity line of credit from Simmons Bank. Dreams realized. SimmonsBank.com. Member FDIC, equal housing lender, subject to credit approval.
2-score lead for Jonesboro here at Cooksey Johns. 30 seconds to go, third quarter. Up on Little Rock Southwest, Brock McCoy on a 3rd and inches. Took a chance on a sweep and outran the defense to the end zone. Will Barnett set the kick at the 40. Roberts and Lewis deep for the Griffins at the 10 and the 8. Will Barnett. To the 12, Nelson or Lewis to the 20, 25, 30, trying to get outside and forced out of bounds. By number 11 for Jonesboro, that's Marty Alexander, playing special teams, a senior. And Little Rock will have it 1st and 10. I tell you, look out at Will Barnett. And if you're an old-timer like myself, you'll remember Gary Anderson, longtime kicker in the NFL. He looks very similar to Anderson. Short, stocky build. Now all he needs to do is develop that leg a little bit. Maybe he can enjoy a 20-year career in the NFL, as Anderson did. Also, if you're really an old guy like me, you'll remember Garo Upremian. First and 10 for the Griffins at the 34-yard line of Little Rock Southwest, down 31-14. Muhammad under center. Setting up a pass play, throws it out to the right side, turn it around, and Marquis Stafford committed a pass interference penalty holding Lewis and just held on to him, thinking he might catch it and go the distance. That'll cost Jonesboro 15 and a first down for the Griffins out to the 49-yard line. Which on that particular play, the penalty only cost Little Rock Southwest about 4 yards, giving up where the interference came from. So first down for Little Rock Southwest at the 49-yard line of the Griffins. Marquis Stafford just knew he was beat. There's a sweep and a short gain for Little Rock Southwest to the 49 of Jonesboro. Jonathan Milton aided in on the stop. And Bryson Garner also in the stop. And that's the final play of the third quarter. Jonesboro goes to the fourth with a 31-14 lead, trying to get into the playoffs on the EAB Sports Network.
It's a mix and match special now at all Jonesboro area Domino's Pizza locations. Choose any two for $5.99 each for carryout or $6.99 each for delivery. How about a medium 2-topping pizza, oven-baked sandwich, pasta in a tin, Domino's stuffed cheesy bread, salad, bread twists, marble brownies, and so much more. Switch it up for lunch or dinner for the whole gang. The mix and match special with any two for only $5.99 each for carryout or $6.99 each for delivery. Only at your Jonesboro area Domino's Pizza locations.
Kids grow up so fast, and so has the Arkansas Children's Hospital Jonesboro Clinic. This is our clinic's 10th year of creating healthier tomorrows for the kids in Northeast Arkansas. There's no need to cross the river or hit the highway for your cardiology or diabetes needs. Road trips are for fun, not for health care. The team at Arkansas Children's Hospital Jonesboro Clinic is celebrating by doing what we always do, giving your kids more time to be kids. Learn more at archildrens.org/Jonesboro.
Griffins and the Hurricanes switch ends, and now the Griffins moving from right to left. Best thing for you to do is go to YouTube and go to JHS The Warning and watch this game, streamed by the Jonesboro students. 2nd and 8. Handoff up the middle, not much there. It's Travis Neal on the stop. Of Lewis. 1 2-yard gain. It's 3rd down and 6 for the Griffins. Makai Muhammad under center. Going to pitch it back. Lewis trying to find somewhere to go and tackle for a loss. Ball comes out. Jonesboro got it, I believe. And they do. Marquis Stafford came up with the football. Are they going to rule it down? No call yet from the officials. Marquis Stafford came darting out of there with the football. Now Little Rock Southwest is going to keep it. Javon Lewis thrown for a loss, though. Way back to the 49-yard line. The original line of scrimmage is 4th and 10 for the Griffins. Makai Muhammad under center. They're going for it on 4th down. He's going to throw for it. Downfield. Catch is made. Was he inbounds? Yes. Nice diving catch made for the 1st down by Marquise Roberts at the 37-yard line of Jonesboro, and move those chains for the Griffins and keep the drive alive. Muhammad hadn't thrown it much tonight. That was a good one there. Muhammad looking to the side from the call from head coach Darrell Patton, now goes under center. Throw it again, this time to the left side. Has a man out there, too long and incomplete. Intended for my old number 12, Samuel Meredith, a junior wide receiver for the Griffins. 2nd and 10. .37-yard line, 2nd and 10 for the Griffins. Handed off, and Usry up the middle, touchdown saving tackle by Darius Dinwiddie, but that was a blast on the left side, a 1st down for the Griffins to the 22-yard line of Jonesboro. Just open up a huge hole on the left side and move the chains again. Approaching 10 minutes to go in the game. 31-14 Hurricane lead. Randy Coleman patiently pacing the sidelines. Muhammad on a busted play keeps it and runs it for a nice gain. Will Thayer came in to make the stop. Second and a long 5 for the Griffins. Under center is Muhammad. Deep to pass under pressure, lets her fly, and nobody there, but a couple of black shirts couldn't even catch up to the football. Pressure came up the middle from Fred Giles, right in the face of Makai Muhammad, and it's incomplete, and it's 3rd and 6. Quickly getting under center is Makai Muhammad. This is 4-down territory for the Griffins. Ball rests at the 17-yard line, 18-yard line. Ussery up the middle, and he is going to get it inside the 5 to the 3. Ussery has come in and done a nice job for the Griffins. He has carried the mail a couple of big times tonight. 1st and goal from the 3. Griffins saying, don't count this one in the win column yet, Hurricane. We're going to have something yet to say. Timeout Southwest. 8:52 remain in the 3rd quarter. 1st and goal from the 3 coming up for the Griffins as Jonesboro leads Little Rock Southwest 31-14 on the EAB Sports Network.
See us today at one of our dealerships or go to CavanaughCars.com.
The home team at Jonesboro Orthopedics and Sports Medicine is proud to welcome Dr. Asa Schnikel. Dr. Schnikel's an A-State alum and is Northeast Arkansas's only joint revision surgeon, specializing in several forms of joint replacement. He joins the Jonesboro Sports and Orthopedics team with more than 40 years experience in getting you back in the game. So if you have a sports injury, just some nagging aches, or even need help with concussion management, call JOSM at 932-1820 to schedule an appointment. Jonesboro Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, excelling in our field so you can excel on yours.
You raised your family here. Did every July 4th here. Refinished the floors here twice. Sized up your daughter's boyfriends here. Waited in the doorway all day when your son was coming home on leave. This place has given you all you've dreamed of, and now it's giving again in the form of a gourmet kitchen and the quietest dishwasher known to man. Realize your dream with a home equity line of credit from Simmons Bank. Dreams realized. SimmonsBank.com. Member FDIC, equal housing lender, subject to credit approval.
It's a mix and match special now at all Jonesboro area Domino's Pizza locations. Choose any 2 for $5.99 each for carryout or $6.99 each for delivery. How about a medium 2-topping pizza, oven-baked sandwich, pasta in a tin, Domino's stuffed cheesy bread, salad, bread twists, marble brownies, and so much more. Switch it up for lunch or dinner for the whole gang. The mix and match special with any 2 for only $5.99 each for carryout or $6.99 each for delivery. Only at your Jonesboro area Domino's Pizza locations.
Kids grow up so fast, and so has the Arkansas Children's Hospital Jonesboro Clinic. This is our clinic's 10th year of creating healthier tomorrows for the kids in Northeast Arkansas. There's no need to cross the river or hit the highway for your cardiology or diabetes needs. Road trips are for fun, not for health care. The team at Arkansas Children's Hospital Jonesboro Clinic is celebrating by doing what we always do, giving your kids more time to be kids. Learn more at archildrens.org/Jonesboro.
Jonesboro High School Athletics is brought to you by Gateway Tire and Service Center and Toyo Tires. Where there's always one thing you can count on, we go the distance for you. Before you hit the road for a trip across country or across town, drop by Gateway Tire and Service Center and check out the great deals on Toyo Tires. Whether it's tires or auto repair, you can always count on one thing. At Gateway Tire and Toyo Tires, we go the distance for you. At Gateway Tire in Paragould and Jonesboro, We go the distance for you.
A-State football and the Social Jonesboro are the perfect winning combination for
Bring
game
it
day.
back!
The Social has an amazing, delicious, fantastic, and tasty menu that goes perfect for pre or post game. Plus, the official Red Wolves away game watch party takes place at the Social. What we're saying is, it does not get
Bring
any
it back,
better than
please.
the Social on Red Wolves game day. The name says it all. Get social at the Social and get ready to howl with fellow A-State Red Wolves fans on every game day. The Social at Greensboro Village in Jonesboro.
Well, we had some technical difficulties. We got it back now. Little Rock Southwest scored on a 3rd and goal from the 1. It's 31-20. Now the 2-point conversion will be stopped immediately by Travis Neal, who makes the tackle on the sweep attempt by Terquan Anderson, and it's 31-20. Jonesboro up 11 with 7:33 to go. It was Javon Lewis on that 1-yard run that keeps hopes alive for Little Rock Southwest. We'll keep it right here. As the Hurricane now 7:33 away from registering their first win in 7A. Next Friday night we'll be in Conway for the Hurricane and the Wampus Cats. If you don't like Griffins, how you going to like Wampus Cats? The America's Car Mart pregame show at 6. Our in-game pregame at 6:30. Kickoff at 7. That's next Friday night here on the EAB Sports Network. Jonesboro will receive the kick, and looks like they're lining up for the onside attempt again. They come close a couple of times on this formation. Actually got the opening kick but they had touched it 1 yard shy. Jonesboro got it, then turned it right over to them, and that resulted in their first score. Bain Gass kicks it bounces high, and it's fielded by number 6 for Jonesboro. That's Brandon Ward. Starting corner for the Cane at the 41-yard line. That's where they'll put it into play, 1st and 10. Now try to grind out some yardage and some clock to preserve this first victory. Most scored in a game this year by Jonesboro right now, 31 points. I'd be happy to settle for that. It's a 2-score game. And out comes Terrence Brown and Markevius Pickett. Tillman and Maddox Morrison will split out to the right side. High snap. Brown's going to keep it his first run tonight. Cuts it back. First down and more as he gets to the 45 of Little Rock. Terrence Brown with a 14-yard run. First down, Jonesboro. Give the Griffins something else to think about now. Morrison and Tillman are going to split out to the left side. Now, Tillman's going to stay on the right side. Morrison's going to go to the left side. Terrence Brown, we'll see him on the basketball team this year as a point guard. Takes the snap. Hands it off to Pickett, who gets tied up at the line of scrimmage, then pushed back. It's going to be a 2-yard loss. And the tackle for a loss goes to number 78, Seth Stuckey. 2nd and 12 for Jonesboro. Clock continues to move. 6:40 to go in the game. Hurricane up 31-20. One receiver to each side. Give it to Pickett coming right. He breaks free. He's going to take it to the end zone. Yes! Markevius Pickett. A 47-yard touchdown run, and the Hurricane puts 6 more on the board. (37-12). We got an injured Griffin back on the 42-yard line that will need attending to. And the Hurricane may have just stuck the death nail in the coffin of the Griffins. It's Jaquan Eggleston. He's been down on the field a couple of times tonight. He's back up. Will walk off under his own power, the 6'3", 220-pound senior. He's been in a lot of plays tonight and walked off injured a lot of times tonight. And Rylan Jones will hold the extra point attempt for Marcos Cisneros. Harrison Herget, snapper since he was a sophomore, now on his last game here at Cooksey John, will snap the football. Procedure against Jonesboro. Going to move it back 5 yards and make it a little more difficult for Cisneros. My little granddaughter right in front of me here. Cisneros' extra point is up and good, and Jonesboro extends the lead to 37-20. Back in 1 minute on the EAB Sports Network.
We went by Chick-fil-A, and we saw that the stadium was right here, so we just turned around and came back.
Yum, and I love French fries.
we saw, hey, look who's up there with them.
Hello.
So make American-made General Store your ultimate candy stop. The name says it all. Everything you see in our store is manufactured in America, including our candy. Come in today and get your new shipment of gummy eyeballs, gummy body parts, choo-choo pumpkins, and chocolate-covered Halloween pretzels. American-made General carries over 5,000 American-made products from almost every state. Come shop one of our locations in Pocahontas, Brooklyn, Rogersville, and Conway for your next trick or treat.
Will Barnett to kick it from the 40. Jonesboro on top, 38-20, 6:19 away from win number 1 in the 7A Central. Barnett gets his foot into it. It'll be fielded at the 14, bobbled and picked up, then bobbled again. It's loose on the deck. I think the Cane got it, and they did. Kickoff recovered by number 43 for Jonesboro. Coming up with it, Sam King. Gets a fumble recovery, and the Hurricane have it 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line of Little Rock Southwest.
Love you.
Love you too. Listen to it on the way.
What station?
95.3.
95 what?
3. All right, here comes Jonesboro on offense. Terrence Brown, the quarterback. Brock McCoy will line up to his right shoulder. He'll take the handoff. He gets to the outside, turns the corner to the 10, 5, touchdown. Brock McCoy runs it in from 19 yards, and the Hurricane hit the 40s. It's 44-20. Well, the turnovers tonight. Turnovers are hurting the Griffins at Jonesboro. The result of the turnovers may be their first victory in the 7A Central, excuse me. Cisneros for the point after. It is good. 45-20. Jonesboro with the lead. 6:05 to go on the EAB Sports Network.
Bank announces the lobby of our new branch in Jonesboro is now open. The drive-thru is an MVP center with live video tellers 7 to 7 weekdays and 9 till noon on Saturdays. So in addition to our beautiful bank on Highland, you can also visit our new branch at the corner of Southwest Drive and Parker. More MVPs, more ATMs, more me banking at Farmers and Merchants Bank. Member FDIC.
But they tell me on the field it was Jerry Gonzalez on the fumble recovery, not Sam King, whoever it was. Good play. And Brock McCoy runs it in from 19, and the Hurricane up 45-20. Valley View gets a hard-fought 21-14 win over Southside tonight. They remain unbeaten and set up a huge showdown next week with Nettleton in the 5A East. So the Blazers remain unbeaten. Jonesboro going for their first win. Nettleton got a victory over Forest City tonight as well. Barnett gets his foot to a line drive that will hit and go to the end zone. Javon Lewis was trying to tiptoe the end zone, couldn't do it. And Little Rock Southwest will have it first and goal at the 20-yard line. Have to pardon me, a couple of minutes ago, my son, daughter-in-law, and granddaughter were here after a stop over at Valley View earlier tonight, where Derek to see his sister and little brother, and then came over here to see me, so you just have to excuse my personal stuff. All right, 6:04 remain. 45-20 by the Hurricane. Here come the Griffins. There's a run up the left side, maybe a yard or two, and that's about it. Trey Crawford on for the stop of Javon Lewis. 2-yard gain, 2nd and 8.
That brings up 2nd and 9.
Makai Muhammad under center. One receiver split wide to either side. Makai Muhammad's going to keep it. He runs away from number 83 for Jonesboro. That's Bryson Garner. He gets across the 30 for the first down. Finally run out by Will Thayer, but move the chains for the Griffins, 1st and 10 from the 31-yard line. And stops the clock with 5:18 to go in the 4th quarter. Don't forget, after the game, the More Air Conditioning post-game show and the announcement of the Jonesboro Orthopedic and Sports Medicine player of the game. Going to hand it off to Lewis on the right side, and he runs it forward. Fred Giles, an alignment. Flag came out late. Giles was just pancaking his man to the turf. I believe it was number 50, Kalen Shelton. And the penalty is going to go against Jonesboro. Personal foul, unnecessary roughness. Will move the chains for the Griffins. Fred Giles just very angry as he gets to the sideline. Tyler George comes over to speak to him. Giles, a very emotional player. He said, I was just out there playing football. George just trying to get him to get a hold of himself. Muhammad under center from the 49-yard line. Griffin 1st and 10. Number 9 lost the football, Luther Tucker, and then he fell on it. Loss of 2 back to the 49 of Southwest. Travis Neal on the stop. 2nd and 12. Tyler George still hanging with Fred Giles, trying to talk him down. He was very upset he got called for that penalty. I really didn't see a cause for it, but the official did. And that's what matters. Muhammad to throw, 3-step drop and throws it out into Nowheresville. We have flag down at the 44-yard line of Jonesboro. Holding on the defense, held up the receiver. Move it to the 41. Second and 2 for the Griffins. Muhammad under center. Send a man in motion, hand it off right up the middle. That's Lewis. He gets the first down and pushed back. Gang tackled by a healthy number of Jonesboroans. Will Thayer on the bottom, Taz Clark on the top. In between, Trayshawn Crawford and Taz Clark. 1st and 10 from the 35 for the Griffins. 3:58 and running to go for the first 7A victory for the Hurricane. Ball on the left hash. Single receiver to the right and the left side. Muhammad, 3-step drop, throwing out right side, incomplete. Too short. For Marquise Roberts. Brandon Ward in coverage for Jonesboro. 2nd and 10. Griffin stops the clock with 3:41 to go in the game. Here's Lewis trying to go wide. Will be stopped at the 31, falls forward to the 30. Going to give him the 31. It'll be 3rd down and 6 for the Griffins. Right after the More Air Conditioning post-game show and the announcement of our JOSM Player of the Game, we're going to send you back to the EAB studios, and Will Oswalt will have the Friday Night Light scoreboard show presented by the Kavanaugh Auto Group. At 95.3 the ticket. Here's Ussery on a late handoff. Got a couple down to the 29 and then pushed back by Clark, Thayer, and Bryson Garner. 4th down and 4 for the Griffins. Clock moving, 2:40 to go. Possibly the last possession of the game for the Griffins. Muhammad under center. Pitches it back to Lewis. He cuts it up, and they'll keep it a little bit longer as Lewis takes it all the way down to the 15. 11-yard gain. Move the chains, 1st down, Griffins. Taz Clark finally brought him down. Lewis has been a runner and a player tonight for the Griffins. Muhammad to throw, looking for the corner of the end zone. Collision down there at the goal line. No flag comes out, incomplete. Will Thayer in coverage for Jonesboro, intended for Tucker. Clock stop, 1:52 to go before the Hurricane can celebrate their first 7A conference victory. Move them into that 6th and final playoff spot. Muhammad pitch play. And taking the runner out of bounds on a bulldog tackle was Will Thayer. The Griffin is down. He picked up the first down but paid for it at the 3. And I couldn't tell who the runner was. It may have been Ussery. I believe he may have just had the wind knocked out of him. I hope that's all it is. And the young man is still down, so we'll break away for 1 minute. You're listening to Jonesboro High School football on the EAB Sports Network.
School Athletics is brought to you by Gateway Tire and Service Center and Toyo Tires. Where there's always one thing you can count on, we go the distance for you. Before you hit the road for a trip across country or across town, drop by Gateway Tire and Service Center and check out the great deals on Toyo Tires. Whether it's tires or auto repair, you can always count on one thing. At Gateway Tire and Toyo Tires, we go the distance for you. At Gateway Tire in Paragould and Jonesboro, we go the distance for you. Whether you're replacing an old appliance or remodeling your whole kitchen, the appliances you need are right around the corner. With GE Appliances at Tucker's Appliance Superstore in Jonesboro. Shop timeless designs and time-saving features on the appliances that are built to last in the busiest homes. Visit Tucker's Appliance today and upgrade your home your way with GE Appliances and your local experts. Shop Tucker's Appliance today and save. Tucker's Appliance.
The injured player was Turquan Robertson. He's getting up and helped off the field, favoring his left leg. Will Thayer with a pretty aggressive tackle, taking him out of bounds. It'll be 1st and goal for the Griffins at the 3-yard line of Jonesboro. Hurricane up 45-20 with 1:45 to go in the game. Taz Clark was in there helping Anderson off the field. Griffin comes out, relieves him. And the Griffins give him a pat on the old behind. Thanks for the help, buddy. All right, 1st and goal for the Griffins at the 3. 25 points behind the Hurricane. And only 1:45 to go in the game. Makai Muhammad will operate under center. Hand it off up the middle and driving into the end zone for the, didn't give him a score. You're going to say, now they indicate touchdown. 3-yard touchdown run for Brian Ussery. So the Griffins get on the board again. 3-yard touchdown run for Brian Ussery. Now they'll go for 2, give it to Ussery again, and he takes it in the end zone for the 2-point conversion. 1:36 to go, 45-28, Hurricane with the lead on the EAB Sports Network.
The great taste of Japan in downtown Jonesboro. Bamboo Japanese Cuisine has all your favorites, from steak and chicken to seafood and sushi. Bamboo also has house poke bowls, or you can build your own bowl. Bamboo Japanese Cuisine with hibachi, sushi, and seafood is open Monday through Saturday for lunch and dinner, and discounts are available for students. So stop by and dine in with us, or log on to BambooJapaneseCuisine.com and like them on Facebook. Bamboo Japanese Cuisine on the corner of Main and Huntington in downtown Jonesboro.
Ryan Ussery makes it 45-28 on the 3-yard touchdown run and the 2-point conversion run. Now 1:45 to go. Jonesboro needs to cover the kick. They'll send their hand units to the field. Chris Stacy is going to be on the front line. Caleb Smith. Marion Taylor. Marquise Pickett. Taz Clark. Maddox Morrison. Brandon Ward all on the front line for Jonesboro. They're lining up for that onside kick again. Recover the kick and kneel it for the victory. They're going to bounce it up. Will be fielded by Chris Stacy, who runs it a little bit, then takes a knee at the 42-yard line. And now the Jonesboro can come out and set up in the old victory formation. First time we've seen this year. The Hurricane will improve to 1-4 and 2-6 on the year and get ready to go to Conway and try to pull the upset of the year. John David Carter in at quarterback. Senior. Here on senior night, will take the snap, hand it off. No, the ball comes free. And fouling on it at the 40 was the back for Jonesboro. No, number 73 jumped on it. Cash Coburn, 2-yard loss. 2nd and 12 with 1:09 remaining. Here's John David Carter in the shotgun again. Takes the snap. Going to keep it. John David Carter forward to the 48-yard line of Jonesboro. That was a 7-yard gain. They're going to spot it at the 47. Clock is running. 40 seconds to go. Time for one more snap. Southwest does have one timeout left. Second and 5 for Jonesboro from the 47-yard line. They're going to do the victory formation. From the shotgun, John David Carter takes the snap, takes the knee. It'll be 4th down from there for the Hurricane, and the clock's going to run out on this one down to 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and the Hurricane record their first victory in 7A. They defeat Little Rock Southwest 45-28, now 1-4 in conference play, 2-6 on the season. Back in 3 minutes with the More Air Conditioning post-game show. You're listening to Jonesboro High School football on the EAB Sports Network.
Ship anything, anywhere at your #1 shipping source, Pack Mail in Jonesboro. Bring anything to Pack Mail, and they'll pack it, ship it, crate it, freight it, no matter how big, fragile, or awkwardly shaped. Since 1998, Pack Mail has been your #1 shipping source, the only authorized shipper of all the major carriers: UPS, FedEx, DHL, the Postal Service, and freight services, all in one store. At Pack Mail, you have choices. Here's Pack Mail Tim to tell us more.
Trey, we are the expert at finding solutions for even the most demanding shipping situations, and our experienced staff can help you choose the best option. So if you need to go to the post office, then FedEx, or all the way out to UPS terminal, and then get that international shipment to DHL, you can do it all in one fast, convenient, and friendly place. Pack Mail.
See, I told you, Pack Mail ships anything, anywhere, through any shipper. Pack Mail, voted the #1 printing, packaging, and shipping store in Jonesboro. Don't trust your shipping needs to just anybody. Trust Pack Mail. 361 Southwest Drive in Jonesboro. Ship anything, anywhere, today at Pack Mail.
Put your daily office routines in the hands of people you can trust. Forrest Office Machines, your authorized Sharp document systems dealer in Jonesboro. That's right, since 1965, Forrest Office Machines has provided dependable office equipment and reliable service. We follow the equipment journey through all kinds of changes and developments, always on the cutting edge, whatever that is. And our partnership with Sharp Document Systems means we offer the very latest, most dependable equipment. And Forrest is the only office equipment dealer that when you need supplies, you can walk in our store and get it. When you need it fixed, you can call us.
This is Barry Forrest. My family's been taking care of equipment needs of businesses just like yours since 1965. I would love to work for you today.
Put your daily office routines in the hands of people you can trust. Forrest Office Machines, your authorized Sharp document system dealer at 1005 G Street in Jonesboro. 932-7852. 932-7852. Call Forrest Office Machines today.
Evolve Bank and Trust is now bringing full-service banking to Jonesboro. To celebrate, we're offering you $200 extra. Just open a new checking account with Evolve. Have at least 2 qualifying direct deposits of $500 or more within 90 days. Then we'll deposit $200 extra into your account. It's just that easy. Open a new Evolve checking account and receive an extra $200 in your account, plus free checks for a year. Restrictions apply. Visit getevolved.com/special promotion for more details, or come in and see us at 111 East Huntington Avenue, Suite A, or call us at 870-933-2480. That's 870-933-2480. Evolve Bank and Trust, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
Bud Schroepel back at Cooksey Johns. Hurricane with the victory tonight. They defeat Little Rock Southwest 45-28. We welcome